Hello, doctor. How are you doing?
Hello, my friend. How are you?
Oh, I'm good,
How are
man.
you?
I'm good. How's the music,
How are
by the
you?
way? I'm not sure if it's too loud or too.
My friend, you know these court musicians are always tricky.
Yeah.
You never tell with these guys. Right now they're playing as if they stop, they play again, very silent, very subtle.
Great. That's how we want them to be, you know?
Yes.
How's
You
your life,
know,
man? I don't know. It's been a long time. What's been happening?
my friend, I have not been on Twitter or on the internet for a while. I've
Yeah.
been speaking to friends only through letters. But soon I will be gone for an extended period of time.
Bro,
So
sorry,
it's good
doctor.
that
You
you've
know,
encountered me today.
I had a scroll that I deleted. Um, I basically said that the niggers that did this to you would suffer, you know,
Oh my
because
God.
this really got me sad seeing you like this. I don't know what happened to you.
It's okay, my friend. It's okay. You don't need to you don't need to defend my honor too much. I am so dishonorable guy. My
I'm
honor is
telling you,
only
listen, I always tell you it's the Vajrayana school. They're after you, okay? It's been a long time coming. And I know, I feel them coming. Like, I know they're making plans, okay? They're
don't
moving.
worry, don't
So,
worry, don't worry. The Dharma house of superiority always holds itself in the jewels of patience. Never break from this patience. You will never break. You know,
yeah, that's what you always say,
I,
man. But, like, I don't know. I
I
don't know if
always
it
say
will
this.
work out this time.
I always say exactly this.
Exactly the same words. Yeah, I remember them. That's why I know them.
Yes, every time. Yes, every time. My friend,
But see, this is very timely because, um, we have two different attitudes. Westerners, they call it good cop, bad cop, This is what we do.
yes,
I'm bad cop, you're good cop, like, or maybe it's the
yes.
opposite. Who knows?
My
Maybe Calliounes is secretly bad cop. People don't know this.
my friend, good cop, bad cop is a cultural appropriation made by the
Yeah.
white devil of classical Hong Kong culture, the great ancient city of Hong Kong. Uh, I'm sorry,
I think
I
he
said
also took it
white
from.
devil.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying, I'm laughing at the word white devil. Please continue. Go ahead.
Uh, I was going to say they took it from. They also took it from Japanese manzai. I just think like,
Manzai. That's
yeah,
great.
it's classical comedy. They just took it, and now they use it to terrorize people in interrogation rooms and stuff like that.
Yes, yes.
But
They
no, it's
use
time.
this
Why did
ancient.
I bring this up? I brought this up because it's timely for our subject of the day. You know,
My
we
friend,
had
you
good
have come
lunches,
to
both
me.
of us, right?
Yes,
You ate well. Now we can
yes.
talk about this.
You have eaten in the sacred month. I
I
am assured.
no, bro, doctor. Sorry, I shouldn't use these Western words. Um, no, I just ate right after, and I think you're
Yes,
eating, but from the other side of the earth, if you understand what I'm saying.
yes, yes.
You know?
In the sacred month, one is eaten. But let me ask you. You have come. You have brought me on here during my exile.
Yeah.
Soon I will be re-exiled back into nothingness. So before I go back to nothing, let's do something.
Okay, go
What
ahead.
do you want to talk about today?
No, it's
What do
very.
you want
Listen, this is
us
a
to?
crisis. I called you because this is actually an emergency. It's not a random. I don't call
It's
randomly.
not random.
Okay, never.
Yes,
So there's a big issue in young men these days. Okay, and there's two cancers.
yes,
There's the fake feminist cancer and the red pill cancer. Both of these schools, they want to drain young
yes,
men, kill them, lie to them. Both of them are wrong. Okay, like everything in life, never
yes,
choose either of the choices. Always choose the
Yes,
forbidden choice. This is a great master that showed this. I can't even reveal his name, but you probably know who I'm
yes.
talking about. So
Of
basically, I'm
course,
here to
of
tell you.
course.
I'm here to tell you. You know,
Fake, fake ISIS, fake ISIS. Sorry, go
exactly,
ahead.
exactly. Um, I'm here to tell you
Continue.
what is the third school we must follow. Okay, if we don't want to get into the red pill, babble, garbage, slave, disgusting stuff, we don't want to get into the
Yes,
oh, I'm sweet and I don't do anything wrong to women. Please, I'm a slave to the proletariat. I
yes.
you understand what I
Yeah,
mean.
I'm slave.
You don't
Yes,
want
yes.
either of these sides. So please, like, I actually need help. Okay, I'm a young man. You're older than me. Like,
Yes.
I okay. Please go ahead.
My friend, you
Doctor,
call your
are
old.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, my friend. You call your old teacher to teach you how to get the girls. This is shameful. What
No,
I would
come on,
be,
don't put it like that.
no, no, my friend. I'm just
Come
joking. I'm just
on.
joking.
Okay,
I would never. No, no. We are just doing instructive comedy for the students. Don't
exactly.
worry.
Yes.
Don't worry. We are just doing instruct. It's just instructive comedy. Now, you ask me this question, and it's a question I have pondered for many, many decades. For several decades, I've thought about what you asked me. But I want to ask you before we begin. Before we begin,
Yeah.
have you ever met? This is my basic question.
Okay.
Have you ever met a how? Let me try to describe it. He only believes that women exist to serve his own pleasure, but he hates women.
Mm.
So in a strange paradox, he hates the thing that brings him pleasure. Have you met
Yes.
this type of guy?
Yes, of course. Yes. I've seen it
Now,
many times. It's everywhere.
yes. Now, what if I told you that this type of guy is the type of guy who doesn't like Obama? And what if I told you
Mm.
that the opposite of this guy is the type of guy that loves Obama? Would you understand my words and
Yes.
write them down, or would you
Ah, I
toss it
see.
into the sea?
Okay, so you're saying if you want to how to say get young women, you need to be like Obama. I'm sorry for putting it vulgarly, but
Relax, relax. Stop. Wait, you're leaking too quickly, my friend. The students will
but
leave.
please develop on this.
You,
I think I'm getting it. I think I'm starting to understand.
my
Why
friend,
Obama specifically?
you
Wait,
see,
wait. Why not Trump? You know, because people love Trump.
my friend, Trump is the unconscious fantasy of people who were angry at Obama,
Mm.
and then he became Obama and defeated Obama.
Mm.
But he will always be a vulgar imposition, as great and funny as he is.
Mm.
He
I'm
will
Obama.
always be a vulgar imposition. Yes, Obama is this passive, sublime Stalinist
Yeah.
who speaks with clear voice and
Maybe this is
who
how it happened. Like
sounds as
Obama was the real deal, and then he couldn't live up to it, and then Trump came and is like, "I'm the real Obama," right?
exactly,
He tried to be the real
because this
Obama.
is no this is the truth of if you look at the campaigns.
Mm.
Trump Obama was literally like, I want to be an
Oh yeah, I
American
remember.
radical. Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember the sublime
And
era of Obama.
do you remember the time when they were saying he's a Sunni Muslim radical Arab?
That was the best time.
But you know
Yeah.
that all that project, yes, all of that was was basically a
Mm.
Trumpian phantom on an Obamian entity. In reality, Obama was always the sublime caretaker, and this is why people voted for him so quickly. You know,
You know,
for
there's a
example,
theory that says that like, you know how I told you I want to reject both schools, like the sweet, the fake sweet guy. You know, how do we call them again? I forgot their names. There's a famous name for these type of guys. Um, Mr. Nice
uh,
Guy. I don't know, pick me guys, maybe something. Okay, there's this school, and then there's the red pill people. I feel like Obama is
yes,
really in the middle. You know why? Because and this is funny, but in politics, right? Because Obama is black and also maybe Muslim, if if you support him, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, you're a radical Muslim and you're against Israel." And then Obama himself supports Israel. So then
Yes.
you don't have any choice but to
Yes.
support Israel. If
Wonderful.
you're against him, you're for
Wonderful.
Israel. If you're for him, you're for Israel. You can't do anything, you know?
Wonderful. It's, yeah, it's a beautiful contradiction which brings nothing but laughter in the house. And this is why I support Obama. But
Yeah.
continuing.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
on a fundamental level, the great paradox is if you don't want to be just a guy who's, you call him Mr. Nice Guy, but I call him Mr. Whipped. This is my
Mm.
name for him, Mr. Whipped, because he's so whipped. He really is whipped in the head. Mr.
Yeah.
Whipped. Either you get to be Mr. Whipped, or you get to be Mr. Rapist. These are the two different characters you get to be.
Oh my God, you just
This
reminded
is
me of something. I don't know if I should leak this. This is very bad if I leak this.
yes.
This is not
Don't
discipline.
leak.
I shouldn't, right? I don't know.
That's
It's
funny.
tempting,
You say
but
to the audience, "Oh, I found a big secret I can't tell you." Then you never tell it. This is a
see,
good
oh,
technique.
this. Listen, this is timely because exactly this is what we need to show to people. I found big secret,
Yes.
but I can't tell you. You use this
Yes.
on a woman, it works 100%. Try it, okay? Please.
But wait, don't leak too much. Wait,
Okay.
wait. The
Okay, but
students
please,
might
I'm,
leak.
I'm getting you to
They,
do the how do they call them Westerners
they,
the the foreplay. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say this. Go ahead, continue.
they might do, my friend. They might do leaving speed run. They call it speed run in the West.
Oh,
They
okay,
call
speed run.
they
Yeah,
they might do so very quickly. Let's not leak all the information. Don't worry.
yeah. Okay, let's go
But
slowly.
so yes. So now you have Mr. Either you get to be Mr. Whipped or you get to be Mr. Rapist. There is no
Yeah,
in between.
yeah,
If you're Mr. Rapist, Mr. Right. If you're Mr. Right, Mr. Rapist, you have to hate women.
yeah.
You have to say women are retarded. I want to kill women.
Mm,
At the same time, you have to say women want value. I have to be the strongest guy and get all the women.
mm, mm,
And but here is the great comedy of Mr. Right. Mr. Right, when he go and speak to a woman, it's not he who is he is not the rapist. He gets destroyed by the woman. The woman actually
mm.
mentally
Yeah.
destroys Mr. Right.
Oh my God, I've noticed that. I've noticed that
Yes.
all the guys that talk like that. This is so true, man. This is beautiful because I'm seeing real life
Yes.
examples. I'm just looking back.
Yes.
Like I remember like some of how to call them like connaissance in French. I'm sorry, I'm a French guy. Okay.
Yes.
I used to know them. This is basically what it means. And he would talk this way, right, with us. And then
Yes.
when you would see him with a woman, he would be super sweet and he would
Yes.
apologize and he would be super shy. Like, what is going on? I don't. Why
Yes.
not keep it up? I don't know what's going on. You know?
Yes. Exactly. Precisely.
Yeah.
Then you have okay. Then so that's the one way. The second way is of a strange paradox in of itself. Mr. Whipped. Mr. Whipped, he says, I will fight for women. I will march for women. Women are, being oppressed. We need a feminine matriarchy. We need to destroy the patriarchy.
Mm.
But this
Yeah.
guy is precisely the greatest oppressor of women. Because no, because you know why? Because you know why?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
when this guy goes to women, nothing can ever be about women. Everything has to be about gay people,
Mm.
minorities, transgenders. The
Mm.
poor woman is left out of reality. In
Mm.
other words, I will give you a beautiful paradox. Mr. Whipped takes a woman to Women's March. When she gets to the Women's March, she's like, okay, which section are we marching in? They
Yeah.
say there are three sections. There are three sections. There is the transgender section, there is the
Yeah.
black
Okay.
lesbian section, and there is the black lesbian section, and there is the non-binary brown Muslim section.
Mm.
The woman says, "Wait, where is the woman section? Where is the woman section?" Mr. Whip says, "Oh, that's on the couch at home. You can watch the march." So this is the great paradox.
He's gonna say
Mr.
it's
Whip,
too patriarchal to give a woman section. That's what he's gonna say. He's gonna say we don't divide the
exactly.
sexes.
Exactly. We don't divide. It's too patriarchal. It's a great contradiction.
Yeah, yeah.
That if you want to support women, you have to support letting big 6'7" bodybuilder into women's washroom. You have to do it if you support women. This is
Calliounes, you're getting too political.
fascinating.
Please be
This
careful.
is
The
no,
bathroom
but
question,
but
please.
but
Don't bring up the bathroom questions with Americans. Never do this, please. This is very,
no,
very hard
it's
issue. People are gonna be
but it's
mad and
interesting to me.
yes.
No, I'm not saying I'm not giving a position on it.
Okay,
Everybody knows my position already.
okay, okay.
But I am just saying it's interesting that to support women, you have to support everything but a woman.
Mm,
What
yeah.
strange paradoxical excess are we in where you can never support the woman. Even the woman cannot support the woman.
Mm.
She has to support the gay, the transgender,
Yeah, to
she
finally
can never
maybe get
support
to one
herself.
woman, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So why is this? What
So
the
the
hell is
woman,
this? So if the people, if these guys that are sweet, nice guys, pick me guys, if they take the opposite position, why is this happening? Like, is this structural patriarchy? What is this?
you see, my friend, Mr. Whipped and Mr. Right are both fundamentally dead around women. Both of
Okay.
them get destroyed by women. Mr. Whipped maybe more so because when he speaks to a woman, he is trying to supplant the woman. He's trying to run a coup against the woman, where he's trying to say, I am the woman, you're not the woman. And Mr. Right, he's trying to say, I want to enslave you to me, oh woman, but you actually are destroying me, and I'm going to start crying. So this is the two fundamental axes.
Mm,
Then we have an additional issue. Nobody, regardless of what you believe, nobody knows how to speak to women.
yeah. You know what the sad part is? Even worse than that. First, that's the first part. Nobody knows. Second part is even people who know they can't communicate it. This is so sad. I
Yes.
find it like a tragedy. People who know they will never have a YouTube channel. They will never have anything like this social media. Like, why? Why? What the hell is going on? Is this like this is some kind of secret that they keep together? Like, I don't know. Do they meet like every year
Yes.
and discuss this? I don't know.
My friend, the people who know often live in mountains
Yeah.
or they exist in extreme opposition to society. So their message doesn't get spread. So for the first time in the West, this message is being broadcasted on Lotus Court by through me
Yeah.
and through you.
Wow.
So I hope the masses who this reaches, it changes their perspective on things. I will now introduce a category, and I don't know what to call him, but I was thinking family man. What do you think we should call? You know
Yes,
what I'm
I
talking
know.
about?
You should. Yeah. I know. The sweet family male. Yeah.
Sweet family. Wow, sublime name for this. Okay, you see, my friend, the basic notion that I have is between the two polar opposites, you have a harmonious center.
Mm,
You have somebody who at once is a great feminist
mm,
and on the other hand is also a great right man, Mr. Right, Mr. Left.
yeah.
He's Mr. Center. Okay. And just like Mr. Center, he's at the center of a woman's heart.
Mm. Wow.
So what is the difference between Mr. Center and the rest of them? For this, Karim, I think I will have to entrust you with teaching the students.
Okay. Yeah. Sweet family male is basically uh the eschatological end of red pill versus blue pill. Like we're trying to get to the end of it. What's gonna happen? I think it's sweet family male. That's basically what it is. And I see,
Yes.
you know, we can link it to politics also. I see a lot of people here very political, very ideological. They love that stuff. I'm blue, I'm red. Uh, but this is the
Yes.
secret. If you can't seduce, you cannot be an effective propagandist or ideologue or anything you want to be. You know, you're just gonna be,
Yes, you can
the word we
also,
have for it. You're just gonna be a slave, right?
yes, yes, just a slave, exactly. You will be just a slave to your conditions. You will be a slave to women. But how do you seduce? Now we have to learn art of seduction. And how do you seduce? Number one, in your life, a woman. And number two, how do you seduce in the world, the political sphere?
Yes.
This is the two questions of
I
today.
think they're
And
interlinked.
hopefully
The
we'll be
second,
able to
I
answer.
think because the man woman analogy is so close, it's much easier to speak of
Yes,
man woman analogy than to speak of politics. Because when you start speaking of politics,
yes,
everyone wants to babble and you kind of forget, But man
yes,
woman analogy is very prescient because the difference is immediate, right? You don't have to,
yes. But you know what's
yeah,
funny? You know what's funny?
yeah.
Fundamentally, everything contained in man, woman is also contained in Obama with megaphone speaking to his audience.
Yes, yes, yeah, exactly. This is why Obama is necessary for this theory. Um,
Yes, Obama is the third character in seduction. You
yeah,
have man and woman, then you have
the sweet
Obama.
family male is
But
Obama. This is a secret.
but 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 how does Obama? But you know, maybe he is the sweet family male, but the sweet family male is not Obama.
Mm.
He is him, but he is not him. You know,
Yes, I
this
understand. Yeah,
Obama. Yes, but how does Obama? This is our question. How does Obama intersect? Okay,
yeah,
basically speaking, where does Obama come from? Because after all, let's begin at the beginning itself. At the beginning, man and woman lived within primitive societies, and then they got together and they had children and they made houses. Okay,
yes,
so then they made their housing communities and they created family systems. How, after 1,000 years of this family, so you have this family system, and then 3,000 years later, you have Obama. Where did Obama come from? How did he enter this equation? The
yeah.
woman and the man? Simply because the realm of seduction increased, my friend.
Right. It
Seduction,
became more public. Yeah, yeah.
exactly, exactly. So today we will cover all these things. Let's begin. Let's begin with the
Okay.
question of
I
seduction.
think the most important thing I think that will set us off. Maybe this is a big stumbling block, and it
Yes,
unlocked the secrets of my deep mind, my unconscious mind.
yes.
You know, um, it's basically the category of woman techniques. You should introduce this
Woman
category.
technique,
Absolutely necessary. You want to be
woman
effective at
techniques.
anything, you have to understand what woman techniques are. I think. Listen, this is the issue with a lot of people that I see, either online or even if you're just a normal, like you're just a thinker, intellectual, you want to, you know, publicize your ideas, you still have to know this, you know,
Yes,
um,
yes,
because if you don't know woman techniques, you're always going to assume that the person you're talking to is no different from you. There's no fundamental
yes,
difference. It's all the same. That's why both sides we
yes.
talked about are oppressing women. Because they assume the other side is the same, right? There's no difference.
Yes, they
The other
assume
person is just a man
they're
with a wig.
exactly, yes. They assume Mr. Right always assumes that he's just talking to a bastard. There's
Right.
no like Mr. And that bastard is obviously himself. You know, it's him that he's trying to say, oh, look at this bastard woman, this horrible woman I want to own. And but this is me, like this is my own desire. And Mr. Whipped is always saying, look at this woman, this ally, Kamala Harris, just some random woman. He go to some random woman and he's like, you must know Kamala Harris. You must know, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You must support
So
transgenders, right?
yes,
Yeah,
you have to,
I know this.
yes,
Yeah,
you must support.
this is
This is
horrible.
so
Oh my
now
god.
so now we have to understand what is woman techniques. Well, in discussion, usually when men talk, it's very vulgar. But when a woman talks, very sophisticated. Women have a lot of things we call women techniques. They have these little discoursal abilities to disrupt the regular flow of conversation. And this strange dynamic ability they have, it's reflected in the fact that, for example, if you speak to a woman and you speak at a level of comfort, like for example, let's say you're speaking to a woman uh, a famous Hollywood celebrity, and you're just having a regular conversation with her about. The woman will resort to a technique of sudden vulgarity. This technique is very advanced. The only way I can describe it is imagine that we're all at a picnic and suddenly somebody starts swearing, cussing, and cussing out minorities. This is what a woman, this is what women have the capacity to do. For example, if you just talk to a woman about, let's say, Hollywood celebrity,
I'm back.
out of nowhere, she will become dirty and vulgar about this if she's attracted to him.
Yes.
The point is similarly, let's say you're having discussion with a woman who's trying to probe you. She will ask you revealing vulgar questions about yourself, or she will say something about like I cannot even say it. I am too ashamed. I am old man, but maybe you're a young man. You can give examples.
Yeah, yeah. I'll need to look at my notes to give examples. Like I don't have as much experience as you. But no, I
Yes,
thought about something when you said that. A lot of people, the way they would answer um, is to completely oppose and be like, "Oh no, this is
yes,
horrible," or be like, "Oh my God, this is," have some kind of normal
yes,
reaction if another man told you this. If another man tells you this, okay, maybe you can have this reaction. But if a
yes,
woman tells you this, and by the way, by the category of women, please don't tell me I'm patriarchal by saying this, but with the category of woman, I'm including your political enemy, the one you're trying to influence. If you're an
yes,
ideologist, your public, and please, we're Lacanians and,
yes. You
and
have to
stuff.
treat them like they're women.
Yes, okay.
Yes, yes,
So if you have this category, and then you get something vulgar, most people are gonna react and be super mad about it and everything, but the people that know the techniques that came from the doctor, um, you have to respond even more, but not not
yes.
in
You
the
have to
sense that
challenge the vulgarity.
yes, yes, challenge the vulgarity, exactly.
You don't. I will give you the underlying reason for this. My friend, woman, I mean, when I mean woman right now, I just mean woman. Women have an extreme enjoyment of evil comedy. Women are secret, women have to, in public, not admit this, but really they love to say the N word. They
Yeah.
love to call people retarded. They love this type of comedy. They love Holocaust humor, even. Trust me, women are women have a greater propensity for let us say, cruelty than men do. It's not a bad thing, by the way. I think it's a very dignified thing. But
Mm.
the truth is that women, unlike men, have a sophistication. They don't reveal this to everybody that they like, for example, to make crude humor, whatever. Even though they enjoy generally crude humor and even offensive humor. So what you have to realize is that with a woman, if she makes a vulgar comment, you don't take it as disgusting. You take it as fundamentally a challenge. Okay. Similarly, when somebody, I'll now give you an example in politics. I was having discussion with a Turk, and I was talking to this Turk about Salahuddin, and the Turk said to me, "My God, you really smell." The Turk tried to attack me. So my response to the Turk.
Yes.
I said, "Wait." I said, "Excuse me, sir, are you Turkish?" And he became silent. He was silenced by this.
One simple
Now,
question.
yes, one simple question. Are you Turkish? And he immediately became silent. So similarly, this is uh, this is fundamentally how you'd respond to somebody who's being vulgar to you. You
Yeah.
cannot approach them with this idea they're actually trying to offend my sensibilities. No, on a fundamental level, they're inviting you. uh, they're inviting you into something. That's
Yeah.
the best way to say it.
You should also list off the other techniques. This is just the first technique. There's also, okay, there's the second, more general one of just probing in general, right? Um,
Yes,
have some kind of challenge, something. Because listen, okay, this is a secret. Please, Calliounes, tell them the secret. How, if you're a man, you pick out who you're interested in and then you go after it, right? But if you're a woman, this
yes,
is a theory. Um, you don't pick out directly. You have filters. So it's like, okay, if he can do this, if he can't, he's out. You know, you have filters. So what does this mean? If you can achieve and not get filtered, then you're in. That's basically the question. You know, if you get through the filters, then you're good. But the problem, the big tragedy is, no one gets through the filters. So we have a
yes,
society of tortured women because no one gets through the filters.
yes, yes.
Constantly
No,
waiting. That's
women,
the
I
thing.
feel
Yeah.
real, really, I feel for women because women really have a terrible pull. My God,
We have a male feminist
my
here, by
God,
the way.
look at
Dr. Calliounes.
you. Look at the yes. Who
Yeah.
is here?
No, I'm talking to you. I meant you.
Yes. Oh, I'm male. Oh, you're saying I am male
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
feminist?
yeah.
My friend, I am the only real feminist because I am only concerned with women's interests.
Yeah.
None of this gay nonsense, transgender. No, I am concerned exclusively with the interests of women beyond ideology. So I'm a real male feminist because I think, my God, what do women actually need and care about?
Mm.
Not some bullshit. What is their ideology demand they care about? Like they need to know Susan B. Anthony. No, the average woman doesn't care about this. What does the actual woman care about? I'm interested in this. I just want to ask women, what do you guys care about? Please let us help you. But anyways, they are just terrible poor. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You look at society, these poor women, their options are terrible. And you learn that, women, they just filter out the bad
Yeah.
options. They let in the good options. But this is a great comedy to me. Because the options they're so limited, the woman will even go with a truly scum
Oh,
of the
yeah.
earth, disgusting guy.
Yeah.
But as long as there's one thing about him which is redeeming,
Yeah, yeah,
like
exactly. This is okay. You know what's
yes,
funny? We should make a contrast between like the classical male tragedy, romantic male tragedy, and then romantic female or woman tragedy, right? Because
well,
there's very big contrast between the two, you know?
yes. Because I'll tell you this much: the classical male tragedy is a guy sees a beautiful woman, and
Yeah.
he's like, she's beautiful, she's clever, she's brilliant, wonderful. They come together, but then he learned that one day she spoke to another man
Yeah.
before she spoke to him on that day. He
Yeah.
immediately kills himself or he runs away. Okay,
Right. Yeah.
this is the male. But what is the woman tragedy? The woman
Woman
tragedy
tragedy is
is
too many filters. No one gets in.
a woman tragedy. The woman tragedy is she meets a man who's stupid. He's a slob. He's disgusting. He's a cruel guy. He's not very smart. Okay, but he snores in a cute way, and nobody else is really. Everybody else is equal to him, but they don't snore in a cute way. So while he's awake, every moment of her life, the woman is thinking, I want to kill him, I want to stab him, I want to poison him, I wish he
Mm.
would die, I wish he would die, I wish he could die. Then the moment he goes to sleep and he's snoring, the woman says, oh, look at that, he's snoring. How sweet.
Very
This is the
different type of
classic.
tragedy, you see? I think if you
Yes,
understand these two types of tragedies, you're set. You can be sweet family male.
yes, you can be sweet family male. But first you have to learn the woman techniques. So the poor women, they fundamentally are, they're being given a bad hand here. But but how do we fix the situation for the woman? Because ultimately, one thing you have to realize, this is a very important technique. Never believe on face value when somebody, especially if a woman is telling you about like her preferences for men,
Mm.
always take this as a challenge. She's
Mm.
not objectively telling you her preferences for men. She's not giving you a direct challenge, by the way. Let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
She's giving you an indirect challenge because she's just putting you in her filter. Okay.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean this is a mistake men make. You
Yeah.
know the classic thing: the man thinks woman is interested, so then he pursues, and she's not interested. You know
Yes.
why the man makes this mistake? It's very funny. The simple reason why man makes this mistake, he thinks that a woman filtering you is the same thing as a woman showing interest. No, no, no. It's not. It's just a woman putting filters and conditions, basically like probing you.
Hmm.
It's not the same thing as a woman saying, actually, I want you. Like,
Ah,
no, no.
okay. Wow, this is clarifying. I know what you mean
Yes,
now. Because okay,
yes,
this is the funny part because you can have a filter put on and you can either fail or win the test, the challenge, right?
yes,
But this is the
yes,
tragic part for the man. Failure and winning looks like winning both for him.
yes,
he thinks that he thinks that failing
yes.
her test and winning her test is the same thing. There's no difference. For example, to
Same
put up
fundamental.
the example you
Yes,
gave about what's it called? If she's listing off what she needs, right? the man the
yes,
man is gonna be like, oh, that's me, right? He's gonna start thinking it's him.
yes,
Okay, that's already failing the
yes,
test, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that's
yes,
failing. Uh, or he's gonna say, "Oh, it's not me. I failed." Okay, but both of these are
yes.
failing. You don't. You're not. You're not winning either way. You have to say, "Oh, I don't care about
Yes,
your." You have to say, "I don't care about these lists." You know, and you have to
yes,
be a believer in true love. That's what you have to say.
yes,
But you don't say this because most men are not probed to understand. But yes, continue, Kali.
yes. And this goes for a lot of style of women's speech. People make this mistake. I'll give you example. If a woman says, "What do you think is the moral implications? What do you think about women who have doll houses?"
Mm.
Or they say, "What do you
Oh,
think
I've heard
about a
this
woman
question
who wears?"
before. I don't know where.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or this is another one. They say, "What do you think about women who wear makeup?" They always
Yeah.
ask this question.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
man really thinks he's talking to some vulgar idiot guy and not a woman. Who, remember this. Women are much smarter than men in this course, much more
Yeah.
clever.
Yeah.
Okay, much more clever. The man takes this as like a vulgar chance for him to give his opinion on wearing makeup. No, you idiot. You're not supposed to give your opinion. You're supposed to say, "Oh, are you?" You're supposed to, if she asks you this, you say, "Oh, are you wearing makeup?" Oh, is
Exactly.
if you say if she, then you're like, well, she's like, do women need makeup, this and that? You say, well, if you're not wearing makeup, you're very beautiful. But anyways, the point is that the individual should never make this mistake of thinking that a woman is trying to derive from him a philosophical question. No, my God, she'll make it clear if she actually wants to talk
This
about
is why,
philosophy.
this is why you have such a, I mean, I have, and I think you do too, such a visceral reaction to the red pill sphere because they get probed like this, and this guy will start saying, well, yes, aesthetically, women should wear less makeup, but I can understand in the modern world, you need to. What the hell is this guy talking about, man?
Shut up.
What is
Yes.
this?
This guy needs to be
Please.
killed. This nigger needs to be killed. No, because either you have, here is the great comedy. Either you have a guy who says, no, they should wear less, or you
Yeah,
have a guy who says, yeah, no, they should wear as much as they want.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
you have the sweet family male who says, what type of makeup do you wear? That's the answer to her
Wow,
question.
wow,
You see, both of them fundamentally become ideological and immediately get filtered out.
wow,
She's like, okay, this one is gay and this one is Hitler. Filter out both of them. The third one, he gets not filtered out at all. Instead, the question becomes more personal. Because whenever you're saying, should women wear makeup? It's really a question, should I wear makeup?
mm, mm.
My God, until you realize this, you can never, because that's really what's being asked. Should I wear makeup? It's not really, should women in the abstract wear, no, if a woman wants to have philosophical conversation,
She'll ask her
usually she has it with
mom.
other women.
She'll ask her, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. She'll ask other women.
Exactly.
She won't ask you. Yeah. Who the hell is
Yeah,
this
I mean, why would she ask
goofball?
you?
Goofball
Yeah,
thinks that his opinion on mascara is gonna change the world.
yeah. It's not, your opinion doesn't matter. You are just some guy. Please stop with this nonsense. You, I especially don't like, this is something which is very common amongst men, is that they really think they should have a say in like whether women can wear mascara. What type of strange disease is this?
Yeah, very intimate, disgusting clothes. What the hell is that?
Yes,
I don't
yes,
know. There's been a new wave of like getting super into like women's affairs by the male side. Like, what
yes.
is going on? Please.
Yeah, it's very strange. Like it's as if they want to like let's infiltrate women's spaces and force our
Yeah.
own discourse down their throat. It's not your place, you
I think
stupid.
it's a symptom of a rotten culture. It's like men
Yes,
just want. They're like, oh, what are you hiding? I'm gonna destroy what you're hiding. You don't have anything. This is very evil thing to do. Like, you want to
yes,
make you want to make nothing real anymore. You want to have
yes,
everything on for you on a table. This is not reality, right? This is pornography.
yes. This is yeah, fundamentally yes. We need okay. So now we know that there are certain. We have begun with the question of seduction, but
Yes.
now we must go into the deeper questions. Fundamentally, okay. So the woman's concern always is like a personal almost challenge, but it's never listen. The mistake that you will make is you will think it's a personal challenge. I have to present myself.
Mm,
No, no, no. Fundamentally, no. No, you must play with the logic of the language. You must use the logic of the woman herself and speak about herself the same way she speak about herself. If she
mm,
speak about herself in a sophisticated way, behind the veil of sophistication,
yeah.
then you must do the same. Why will you be vulgar? I notice this is a mistake that men will make. If they think the woman is interested in them, they will just go straight for the death blow. Okay, they
Yeah,
will
extremely
immediately try
explicit.
to.
Yeah, extremely explicit. You
Yes,
know what this shows? This is another filter. This shows like you're very needy. You're ready to go at any. What is this? Come on, like you don't have any.
yes,
You're
yes,
supposed. Okay, this is the role you're supposed to play. Okay, don't tell me you like or
yes,
dislike this role. You have to play a certain role, but you're not playing it right. Okay, you have to play the
yes,
role of the guy that has a secret. You have something. You have something going on for you. Why would a woman be interested
exactly.
in a guy that has nothing going on for him? He just jumps at
Yes,
every opportunity. What is this? What is this? Like, you know what I mean?
exactly. Precisely, precisely. You see,
God, I wish
over
we had
time, my
Mage here.
friend.
This guy.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
God, I just realized
if
that
only
guy
maids were
will
here.
be perfect for this. I think he's sleeping or something. Oh no, he's
No,
active.
I just
Tell him, tell him.
yes. Okay, let me send a message.
Yeah, we need him. I don't know because Mage is using techniques unconsciously. I don't know. Like, I think it's years of experience with him.
But he's a smart guy. He knows all these techniques. He knows all these
This is
techniques.
good.
Now, okay,
Okay, go ahead.
going back to the question. Going back to the question. My friend, interest develops over time.
Mm,
Women love progression. Okay,
mm,
women love progression. They like okay, first we will meet, then there will be a talking, then there will be the scene where we do this,
mm,
then there will be a scene where it's cold and he gives me his jacket. I will go home. All of this. Read any of these romantic novels written for women.
mm.
You know, all of them have a strict, rigorous formality to them. Fundamentally, why?
Yes.
Because the art of seduction is an art where it doesn't really matter what the individual's feelings are. It's not like a man. Like, I like the burger, I'm going to go eat the burger.
Mm.
You notice women have a ritual. I'll give you an example of burger. If
Okay.
a woman wants to eat a burger, she
Yeah.
will go to her husband and say, I won't eat this burger. Don't order this burger for me. Then she will wait, and hopefully, out of just their love for her, he will order the burger. Then he will bring it to her. She will say, how dare you ordered it? I wanted to diet today. Why did you order it? And
Mm,
then she'll eat it. You see the ritual? You see the ritual? Similarly, but if a man is hungry, he'll just order burger. Woman goes by this procession of ritual,
mm, mm,
ritual order, wherein she legitimizes whatever she's doing.
mm.
This is seduction.
Wow.
By the way,
You know
this is
why
why
this is so
this is why
necessary,
I
by the way? Because a lot of people, okay, I'm I'm always thinking of like the spheres around this. And for example, the red pill sphere is gonna say, "Oh, what are these useless procedures? What is this? What is going on? This is stupid." Listen, if you don't have this, you don't have society. Okay, Woman is doing the role of
Yes.
society for you. You as a man, you're
Yes.
disrespecting society. Okay, is isn't the role of
Yes.
the man to disrespect society? That's kind of that is kind of what the man does every time. I mean, relatively, right? You can be a slave, but
Yes.
relatively, the man kind of breaks the boundaries and everything. Well, you have to have someone
Yes.
to put up the boundaries. Who's gonna put up? You know what I mean? Who's gonna?
Yes.
Well, then it's the woman. There's your answer.
Yes. 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 Because fundamentally, no, this is the fundamental uh, dynamic here. The woman fundamentally engages in these rituals because the woman is very seductive. This is how seduction works.
Mm,
It worked through going through the formalities and legitimizing the act. So, for example, another similar example, she will never say what she wants. She wanted to expect what she want and give it to her, and then she want to receive it as if she is surprised,
mm,
even though she know that you know that she know,
mm,
even though it's actively conscious that of course he will get this for me. He knows he has to get this for me or do this for me, whatever. We still have to act. We still have to engage in the role of gentle seduction. And this is fundamentally what, if a man realizes, this is what you do with women. Over time, you talk to them, develop interest. Even if she likes you, you don't go for the killing blow.
mm.
Either it destroy you or her.
Yeah.
It destroy one of the two sides. No, fundamentally, you need. This is why. Okay, I will give you an interesting example.
Okay.
This is why many relationships are actually destroyed because the man
Okay.
is so vulgar that woman loses interest in 2 3 years. Even if they say their boyfriend, girlfriend, or wife, the wife is like, wow, this is just a vulgar guy. He already has revealed everything. There's nothing left to
Mm,
reveal.
mm,
He's not interested.
mm,
And then for herself, she makes narratives and she actually experiences romance, love, attraction. For example, a lot of women, okay, maybe I am a crazy male feminist, but mostly it's the man's fault. It's the man's fault in most occasions when his wife is not interested in him anymore and wants to be with another man. Usually,
mm,
it's
mm,
actually the guy's fault. I'm sorry to say.
mm.
I'm sorry to say. It's usually the guy's fault
I'm
because the
thinking of
guy
your
is
famous expression that goes always side with women. Remember
always,
this?
yes, this is my general take. Because no, I
And then you
mean,
said
why
if you
would you
don't, you're
ever?
gay. That's what you
Yes, yes. No, seriously, why would you
Yeah.
not side with a woman?
Yeah.
Are you gay? I mean, my God, what type of a person sides with me? Look, I'm just speaking on a material level. I'm not
Okay.
speaking on
Yeah.
a philosophical level. Obviously, I side with Malcolm X over Angela Davis. But I would never, if I knew Malcolm X and Angela Davis in person, you think I
You
would be
side with
siding with
Angela Davis.
Mr. Of course, I would side with
Yeah,
Angela. What's
I
wrong with
agree.
you?
Yeah.
Always side with women. Yes, yes. Otherwise, you're a gay guy. My God. The gay guy is like this conscious morality who comes and says, no, no, we have to be moral because I am the arbiter, I am the woman. My
Mm-hmm.
God, what a homosexual. No, no, no. Always side with the woman. But yes, so anyways, now
Yeah, you said a
in the
lot of
average
relationships
case,
have problems. It's mostly because of the man. Oh my God. Yes.
what happened? What happened?
You don't see mages here. Open your eyes.
Hello, my
Oh
friend.
my God.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. This is like your space, man.
Hello.
This is my space. What are you talking about?
Now you're. I'm gonna give you co-host now because you have to teach us. We're basically teaching
No,
students.
wait.
What? What?
Wait, we give him wait. This is Lotus Court. We can't just give people co-host, even
Okay,
our
okay,
valued
okay. I'm sorry.
friends.
Good
But
heavens, good
yes,
heavens.
we're teaching seduction, relationships to our students
You can't teach
because
these things.
I know everyone told me this, but I'm forced to, because I've seen many people they're too explicit about everything. They can't do any implicit suggestions. So this
No,
is a
no,
tragedy,
no.
guys.
Explicit is good.
Oh, okay. See, he doesn't mean what he's saying, guys. Don't please. He doesn't mean what he's saying.
No, explicit is good.
Never, never be tricked by the twofold weighing of speech, my friend. Speech always tricks you. You think it means one thing, it always means the other thing. And this is the first thing you need to know with women, my God. Okay, Mage, my friend, you are here. Maybe uh, we can give him a quick recap. Karim, could you tell Mage what we have gone over?
Okay, so we started the space by saying we reject both fears uh, that oppress women, which is the red pill sphere and the Mr. Nice Guy pick me sphere, you know? And we're trying to find an in between way. That's basically what we're doing. And
Mm.
yeah, our goal is to be like Obama. That's our eschatological end. Be cursed,
No, no, no.
you know?
The this is I disagree.
Okay.
The nice guy pick me thing is really it's that's only bad when it's dishonest.
Right, yes.
My friend, let us premise it. We are not saying nice guy pick me. Actually, I created a new terminology for this. I call it Mr. Whipped. Mr. Whipped.
Mm,
Oh
mm.
yes.
Okay. For him, a woman is like Kamala Harris. So he treats every woman like Kamala Harris. Okay. This is the best way to describe. that's that's woman for you.
No,
But yeah,
exact. No,
okay,
no,
Karim.
because yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of people in that category that actually like secretly want to oppress women. You know, like for example, you have a lot of people that are gonna say, "Oh, I'm not. Listen, I don't care about this relationship stuff. I'm a soldier of the proletariat. I'm I'm just a working class guy." And then secretly, this guy's doing all of this just to get with one woman or other. You know, this is what's scary, right? But if you're
Uh,
explicitly nice guy, I mean, yeah, what's wrong with that, you know?
true, true.
But yes, after going through that, we basically introduced the concept of woman techniques. You know, that's the best way to start. You know, for example,
I
we
see.
introduced sudden vulgarity, probing, talking too fast. You know, all the classics. You know, you should. But I remember I was in one of your spaces. I saw this IRL. I saw this happening.
Classic. Yes, yes. The classic male, I remember Karim, he say something. He say that the classic woman technique is remembering and the classic male technique is forgetting.
Yes.
I like this. I like this. The woman always remember, the man always forgets. In a way, it's a ritualistic relation. Like you have to be the woman that remembers the fight and says, "Look, you were wrong at this time," and you have to be the man who forgets. It's almost, it's almost like a spiritual religious thing because a man is always forgiving.
Mm,
You always have to forgive women, my
yeah.
God.
I,
Always
I I
side with
remember the
women,
famous
always forgive women.
screenshot that Mage always shares, which is always forget when a woman lies from One Piece. I remember that.
Yes, yes, always forget when a woman lies. Exactly. So the man has to really embrace forgetfulness, but not, I mean, not in the stupid way, in the way where really he is open to forgiving. And a woman always has to be like this almost word of the law. She's like, no, I will remember. Okay, this fundamental dynamic, it's present within a male-woman relation on the fundamental level. So, anyways, I think Mage is busy guy. I think this guy's,
Okay.
I think this guy is busy. But when he
When he
becomes
comes
free,
back,
we will
oh,
talk.
I'm
he's
I'm
back.
I'm here. I'm here. I muted because I was I'm doing the laundry right now.
Okay. Okay. Um,
Look
no,
at
but
this guy.
you can ask him, doctor, like, what's his main approach? You know, like because
This is I don't like talking about these things. It's not actually, it's all particularized.
I know
Okay,
Mage.
write this down. Everybody, write down what he just said.
Right, what he's saying. You know.
Write what he said. Okay.
No, you know why? I think I know
Every
why Mage is getting flustered because this hits too close to home. You know.
I
It's just
don't,
it's
your
see
goal
it's
is
oh my
not
god
to get
you know what's just
lots of
happened
women. That's a retarded goal.
you know what had just happened literally before you came on I was like every single person that becomes a sweet family male, okay, and not a oppressor of women, don't doesn't want to divulge his secrets? Why is there like there's a secret council of sweet family males that just
Yes.
never tell their secrets? I think Mage is part of that.
Well, Kareem, why don't you teach me? Teach me. Where's,
Listen,
tell me about the women. Tell
I'm
me
a
about
young
the
man.
women
I'm
in your
still
life, Kareem.
okay. I'm a young man.
Oh my God.
I'm still I still have many miles to go. I can't teach you everything. I have some
Well,
basics,
I'm not,
but you know.
I just, tell me about the women in your life, Kareem.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God.
You want some particular
We have
case? What do
brought
you want
on.
from me?
I'm answer the question how you'd like to answer it.
Well, I see. I see the woman in my life as flowers in a field. What do you want me to tell you?
What does that mean? Stop speaking cryptically. I'm saying be specific about, I don't know,
Oh my
specific
God.
women in your life.
Dharma challenge.
See,
Dharma challenge.
okay,
Kareem,
you want a specific example in my
put
life?
on Dharma. Wait,
Yeah,
Kareem,
I'm
put on.
pretty.
tell me about the woman who
Tell
has your
the
heart.
tell the
I,
musicians to put on
I
Dharma
don't have.
challenge music.
Okay, challenge music. Okay, wait. Do we
Okay,
have
go
any
ahead.
challenge
But go
music?
ahead.
Yes, I was going to say. Well, right now it's not some kind of context where. What is it?
勘違いしてるみたいだ。
I'm sorry.
Was that an anime guy?
Okay, I think
Challenge.
this guy's playing Street Fighter.
Okay. Let me see this one. Good.
Pretty good. Okay, go ahead, Kareem. Answer his question.
Okay,
Put the volume down.
it's too loud.
Put the volume down.
Let me put it less loud.
Nobody can hear you, Kareem.
Wait.
Wow,
Nobody
he's
can
really
hear you.
deflecting. Look at this mage. Look at this mage. Look at how he
Hello.
deflects with mastery a question.
Okay, hello. I'm back. I think the music is lower now.
It doesn't exist now. It's non-existent.
Really?
Nobody can hear.
Okay.
Yes.
No. What about now?
Nobody can hear it.
What about now?
Nobody can hear. My
Okay.
friend, you keep saying, what about now?
Let
Nothing
me do
even
it again. Let
changes
me
by
do it
a
again.
decibel.
You hear it?
Okay, now I can. Yeah, we can hear it.
Is it too loud?
Yeah, no, it's not too loud. It's fine.
Okay.
Just try to speak.
Okay.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
So, Mage asked me what are the examples from my life. I have a good relationship with my mother. I have two sisters. That's it.
My goodness.
Yeah.
My
What about you, Mage?
I'd rather keep these things private.
Well,
Oh my
I
god.
divulge everything. What is going on?
Oh my god, defeated, defeated. Karim. You
No.
lost in Dharma combat. This is tragic. This is tragic.
See,
This is
I'm
tragic. You
telling you,
see,
man. They
at the
have a
very
secret council of like I don't know, like
the
sweet
sweet
family males
family
or
male.
something. Yeah. They don't want to say
You
like
see the
you
trick of
can't learn.
you see this trick of the sweet family male. He came on saying what? I don't want to disclose.
Yeah.
Then he's then
Then when
he
I asked him,
totally unguarded you.
yeah,
Then he totally bared you to everybody. Tell me about yourself, Karim.
yeah.
So you said, "Oh my God, I have to confess everything." You confessed it, and then you're like, "Okay, now at least do this." He said, "I do not wish to disclose." You see this beautiful, sweet family
Yeah,
male
this is
technique.
scary, man. I don't know why this is a thing. Maybe it's part of the thing. Like you can't divulge. If you say it, like you lose it. Is this the case? Like if you start teaching
My
this, you
friend,
lose it.
If I had a particular woman in my life that was the object of my desire, I would
Yeah.
talk about her all the time, but I don't have that right now. So
So what do you have
it will.
right
you
now?
see
I'm
this
quiet.
now. Now we can do research on the sweet family male. So he says that unless he has a particular woman that he's in love with, that he wants to talk
He can't
about,
talk about women.
he will not speak.
Okay. You know what?
Only he can talk about women if it's somebody he's deeply in love with. So this is the first aspect of sweet family male.
Yeah,
Mentality of this.
this is big Blake wisdom. To
Okay.
generalize is to
Yes,
be an idiot. To particularize, this alone is a sign of genius.
Okay.
yes,
You
yes.
know, okay, I
But you
have
see,
a real life experience I'm gonna recount to you. I have a friend.
yes,
He comes from a
You've
very,
never had a
how to
crush?
say, traditional.
You've never had a crush, Kareem?
Wait, can I say my story?
But I want to hear about your
Oh
crushes.
my
I don't
God,
want to
this
hear about
guy.
your friend. You're putting up guardrails talking about your friend instead of
But what
y-
if I'm
Mage,
talking
my
about
friend,
myself and it's a friend? What if that's the case? But I'm not
you
doing
love
this.
your friend?
But
Mage,
what if
my
that's the
friend,
case?
Mage, my friend, Mage, my friend, Mage, my friend.
Mage is
This
not.
is
You see,
Karim
Mage is not subtle. Okay, he's trying to divulge. Why am I the subject of Mage's attention now? What is this?
because Mage is my
Because
friend,
there's
my
no
friend, my
women
friend,
here.
my friend.
Okay, okay. Is that a jab or something? I don't know. Anyways,
Karim. Just cut your losses. Cut your losses. Mage is trying
okay,
to
I'm
do
cutting.
Dharma
I'm cutting. I'm
promotion.
cutting. Listen,
Cut your
I
Continue the
literally just
story.
want to
Just
say the
continue the
story.
story.
Yeah, it's a
Just tell the
pretty,
story. Go ahead.
you learn a lot with the story. So this is actually a friend. Okay, it's not me.
Yes.
He comes from a traditional. That sounding weird, but he comes from a traditional culture, and basically this guy falls in love very quickly. And as soon as he falls in love, he just goes. He puts a lot of pressure on the moment, and he's like, "Okay, do you want to marry me?" Like he did this like 5 times, and it didn't work. Like it never worked. So I'm trying to help this guy that I know. You know,
Yes.
that's why
Yeah, it's
that's
But
why
important.
wait,
I'm
but
telling him you need to be more
I'm
subtle.
confused. But I'm
Yeah.
confused. Why are you trying to help him when you've only known the love of your sisters and your mother?
Because have you seen the movie The Hitch?
With like Will Smith?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No.
Well, watch that movie. It's a good one.
This is dark stuff, my friend. This is dark stuff.
It's a
I
good
think that
movie.
I think you need to cultivate some understanding of
What?
the fairer sex.
Uh, okay, that's why I'm here. I'm asking you.
I have nothing to teach you. I cannot
No,
teach you.
okay, you see, this is a
These
paradox I
things
don't understand. You need to understand the fairer sex, and then I have nothing to teach you. So what can I do, sir?
am I the fairer sex? What are you
No.
talking about?
Karim,
Yeah,
at the beginning of this space, everything we discussed is coming to fruition right now.
I know. Yeah.
Wow,
We don't
this is
even
a
need a
great
woman. What
teaching
is this?
moment.
No, no, major. I think. Listen,
No,
this is
this
what's
is a
scary.
sweet family male.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've encountered the sweet family
He's
What
male.
does it
wait.
mean? What
Everything we
does it mean
discussed,
in the Bible to know a woman?
What? What are you gonna say? Is
Have
it
you read the
rhetorical?
to
Bible?
sleep.
Is it a rhetorical question?
This is a rhetorical question. Have you read the Bible? I'm checking your scriptural
Yeah.
understanding. Okay, so what does
Okay.
it mean in the Bible to know a woman?
You mean okay? Let me try an answer.
This is not a hard
Uh,
question.
to listen. Stop. Let me concentrate. Okay. Um, to understand the forbidden fruit. What do you think of that?
No, I don't understand why you can't just answer the question directly.
What do you mean? Oh my God, you're looking for a specific answer. How do you want me to come up with one?
Karim,
This is
Karim,
crazy.
This is not
Mage,
crazy.
my friend, Mage, my friend. Why did you come here to fight with this
I
poor guy, Karim?
No, no,
He is,
let him. It's fine.
he came to you as a student,
This is the only
humble
way. This
student.
is the only way people learn. This is the only way. I'm telling you. Like, there's no other way.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't like talking about these things in public. It's embarrassing. I can't, I can't divulge my secrets. It's not really even secrets because
Yeah, we know. We know.
Sweet
there's not like
family
a
male
technique.
technique.
It's just, you just talk to girls. It's very simple.
Why are you
Okay,
bluffing?
we will try. Okay. We will glean as much of as from this as we can. We will glean 2 to 3 important details to consider from what we have just encountered.
Okay.
The first
Okay.
thing
So
is
first of
of
all,
great
wait,
input.
doctor. I'm sorry. First of all, I want to say
Go ahead.
something. The last 20 minutes were a simulated experiment. Okay, it wasn't a real thing. You guys could tell. I was just playing with Mage. We had lines. Okay. Anyways, let's continue.
Recorded,
Mm,
Yeah.
pre-recorded.
Okay,
I do not like
doctor.
this cope, but it's all right.
Oh, okay, that was also a
Whoa,
line. That
mage,
was
mage.
also a line.
Wait, hold on, mage, my friend,
Sorry,
my
sorry.
my friend Mage, my friend, the original line was sorry, my friend, not sorry, sorry.
Exactly. I
But
think you
don't
messed
like
up
next
the
time
order, please.
you messed up the
Okay.
order of
All
lines.
right, all right.
But
Okay. Yes. Doctor, go ahead.
he yes. Now let's look back at the ideas that we have just been fed. Okay. So first of all, I want to make it very important point that what it may say. He said, just talk to women, go speak to women.
Mm,
Now this let me give you a fundamental theory of Lotus Code. All discussion at the fundamental level is a form of seduction. All of it. Even when you go to the sandwich shop to get a sandwich, there is seduction in the discussion. But this is why speaking to a woman over time, it becomes easier.
mm.
And speaking to a man over time, it becomes more difficult. You speak,
Yeah, this is pretty true.
yeah,
I
no,
agree with this.
yes. Because if you speak to a man for 5 hours, you'll get really like uncomfortable by the end. Like, my God, what am I doing with this guy for 5 hours? I
Mm,
should leave. You speak to a woman for 5 hours, the every hour it become easier to discuss, to speak to her.
mm.
So this is a constant theme. You'll notice this. So first, just to speak to a woman, yeah, this is already a good tip. But the second thing he does is interesting. Mage has the mindset of the sweet family male.
Yeah.
But this is precisely what we are trying to teach the students,
Yeah.
Between Mr. Whipped and Mr. Right, both of them have a wrong view of women. They both go into the market not to get to fall in love or to believe in love. No, they go into the market because either Mr. Right, he wants to have a female slave. I want a woman that will cook for me, clean for me, live, do anything for me. And then Mr. Whipped, he wants Kamala Harris. Okay. So on both sides, neither of these people fundamentally have a real desire of the sweet family male.
By the way, Kamala Harris is a man, by the way, so that's part of the analogy. Yeah. But continue. Yeah. Go ahead.
My friend, don't leak the secret information. My God, you're leaking information. My God, nobody will be our students. We'll give them all of our information.
Don't
But
worry.
anyways,
It makes more sense now. They'll understand the
yes,
example. Yeah. But yes, go ahead.
yes. Now, okay. Now, what is the intention of the sweet family male? It's very simple. Very simple.
Mm,
The intention of the sweet family male must be, and this is how all the students you have to, this is how you must think when you begin to speak to women. You have to open up your heart, thinking, I'm here to find love.
mm,
I want to find somebody I care about. I'm here to find interest, authentic, genuine interest. Don't universalize your emotions. I want a woman. Don't universalize your politics and your emotions, because then you will never find anybody that you actually like. You will just find you will always be number one disappointed, and number two, more important, you will be a disappointment. And please don't disappoint women. They already get very disappointed in their lives. So don't be a constant source of disappointment, and don't disappoint yourself. So fundamentally, seduction can never be a perverse thing. I think Karim, you tweeted about this. You made a good tweet. You said that you cannot seduce the whole world.
yeah.
That's called a prostitute.
Yeah.
This is a very good tweet because it's true. Fundamentally, it's true. You can never seduce the whole world. And when you go in to discuss to speak to women, don't go in with the mindset, oh, I am here to seduce the women. I am here
Mm,
to seduce all the girls, all the ladies. No, no. You're here to speak to one specific woman that you like.
mm.
So in particular, this is the mindset of the sweet family male. However, on a, however, now if
Karim,
you reach, now we have reached.
my friend,
Sorry.
it's been a very, very long time since we played basketball. You don't
Oh,
remember
it's that
this?
guy Roger. It's that guy Roger. It's that guy. Okay, my friend, do you want
It's
to?
that guy.
Yeah, it's that guy. I thought it
That's
was
true, I
Roger.
am that guy.
I thought for a second it was Roger. I was like, wow, very interested. Okay, my friend, go ahead. What do you want to say?
We haven't played basketball in quite some time. Where have you been?
Anything else, my friend?
We haven't played basketball in quite some time. Where have you been?
Okay, interesting. Interesting. Anyways, so on a
All
fundamental
right.
level, on
Sweet kid.
on a fundamental level, yeah, nice guy. On a fundamental level,
Yeah.
the woman has entered into a stage of discussion with you.
Mm.
Now you are talking to her. Now you're in the midst of discussion, talking. Okay, but now what will the woman do to challenge you? Now what this is what we call women techniques.
Yeah.
Very common techniques that you will find. I mean, we all know the classic ones. We make jokes about them all the time. Like, don't get me this. She wants you to get you this. Classical techniques. Don't you remember in the 15th of May on the year 2024 at 7:30 you did this to me and I'll never forget it. Classical women techniques we all know. But beyond
Yeah.
this, what
Talking too
other
fast,
women?
saying something too fast
Yes,
to
yes,
throw you off. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
yes.
Remembering
But
everything.
remembering
Yeah.
everything, that's correct. But fundamentally, the woman represents such a peak of discoursal sophistication that it's very difficult for men to keep up. Let's go over a case by case example.
Yeah.
Let's go over a case by case example. Usually, women will probe a guy, asking him a question, which is seemingly extremely simplistic, highly innocent, but is attempting to reveal something about himself. For example, she might ask you what you think about makeup.
Oh
This is a
yeah. Tell
this is
them the
basically a
example of makeup. Yeah. We told the other students when there were not a lot of people, but we should tell this again.
yeah. Okay. When woman says to you, "What do you think about makeup?" She's really giving you a chat. Like it's really what do you think about me wearing makeup? She's not asking you her real philosophical question here. The answer should never be a vulgar question about your authentic thinking about. I mean, first of all, it's not your business. You're a man. It's not really your business whether women should wear makeup or not. Please,
Yeah.
please, it's not your
And,
business.
and like I
Don't be
said,
this
like the
vulgar
male
person.
tragedy is that uh, winning and losing this filter both looks like winning. You know, that's what it basically. I
Yes,
think this is the best way to understand this. Which is if you answer and you say, "Oh, aesthetically, makeup is necessary for the modern world." Okay, you lost. If you don't answer and you start saying, "Oh no, they shouldn't wear makeup," you answer the negative. You lost. Okay, but the problem is the man is so confident he thinks he won. He's like, "Yeah, I answered so good to that
yes,
question. I wasn't stressed at
yes.
all. Now she thinks I know woman stuff. I know makeup.
Yeah,
That you
yeah.
think you won, but the real
Exactly.
answer is just to say something like, "Oh, are you wearing makeup right now?" Something like this,
What do you
where
think about makeup?
exactly you
What
just
what
you
makeup do
return
you
it
like to
to
wear?
indirect. You can't be
Yes,
people take the probing too literally. I always say this:
yes.
if you take like 20, how to call them, if you take like 20 logo leftists and you put like one woman, I think the woman wins. You know what? This is what I always say.
My friend, maybe the logo you're putting logo leftists are very advanced.
Yeah,
Maybe
I know.
go
Listen, local
easier, go
leftists they
easier.
can win against like normal males, very
Yes,
energetic males, with
yes,
right wing males. True, that's true. But you put one
yes,
woman and
yes.
it's over for them. I don't think they can survive. You know?
Well, fundamentally, the strange thing about the male psyche, if you put 20 men in a room with a woman,
Yeah.
the 20 men immediately become Hitler, Mussolini. Suddenly, the translation is apparent. It's really disturbing to me because you know what's strange? What's strange to me?
Yeah.
It's never a challenge over the woman's heart. These 20 men, they're not fighting, they're fighting over the other men
Yeah.
in a strange way.
Are you
Like,
seeing
what will
this?
these men think of me
Exactly.
chasing this woman? Yeah, are you seeing this exactly? So it's never a fight over the woman's heart. It's always a spectacle between the men. then this is why there's the great comedy, like 20 men fight each other, they get tired, the woman watching this gets bored, and she goes and like gets married in the meantime. Like all the men, they fight each other, the woman goes off and gets married to some random guy. So this is the great tragedy of our time. Because fundamentally, the man always approaches things with this vulgar directness. It totally messes up your interpretation of things. My God, you think that if somebody asks you a question, if a woman asks you a question, you have to take it in a vulgar way, like, oh, she asked me. What really scares me?
Mm.
I imagine what's in the mind. I imagine what's in the mind of a guy who's asked about makeup. Who is,
Yeah. This guy is calculating everything like a full-time speed.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
the guy who's asked about makeup, I wonder in his mind, does he think, ha ha ha, yes,
Mhm.
now I finally get to tell the woman about her stupid ways and I get her to repent of being an evil woman who wears makeup.
You know
Or
what? Worst part is he thinks he won. Like he actually thinks he won this. He's like, oh my god, what a
yes,
stupid woman. She's asking me about. She thinks I don't know about makeup. Little does she know, I know everything about makeup.
I know
And this
everything and I'm
guy,
about to destroy her.
he leaves and he thinks oh my god, I crushed that, and he never gets called again. So it's like
Yeah,
this is
tragic. Tragic.
this is male. Okay, you have female tragedy, male tragedy. Male tragedy is that you think you're winning but you're losing. Okay.
Yes,
Uh, Woman
yes,
tragedy is okay. No one can pass my tests. This is like an angry
yes,
teacher. You know.
yes, yes. Now, okay, now I think, do you want to go over the women techniques? Just like some more
Yeah,
women
list
techniques
them
there
off.
are?
Just look. Okay, what do I have here? I'm just gonna read what I have. Sudden vulgarity, probing, talking too fast, remembering everything. You do this, but you are secretly this. I cannot do this, talking in the negative. And I like the sound the slave makes when he dies. That last.
Okay, well, explain the last one. What the hell?
You know what the last one is? Remember when we analyzed a certain video that our students sent us? They told us, please analyze this
Yes,
conversation. Is the guy
yes,
really seducing, or is he failing? Is he doing
yes.
good? We started
Let me,
analyzing.
okay, I understand.
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember the technique. Yes. Okay. I
Yeah,
like the sound the slave makes when he dies
yeah.
is a reference to how if a woman is watching some guy fumble and destroy himself, she kind of likes his death whistle. She likes the
Mm.
death groans. The death rattle is kind of amusing. Like this guy has the this guy has done the ultimate transgression of annoying her, and now he's just getting destroyed. Uh, you'll notice that this is in a lot of media geared towards women. When a lame or ignorant guy gets destroyed, there is an extreme brutality about his destruction.
Mm.
The slave, the slave is shown in the extreme brutality before he dies in the not literally die in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, for
Yeah,
example,
symbolically, yeah.
movie made symbolically he dies.
Yeah,
The sound he makes before, like he's trying to fumble, he's trying to get her phone number. This is excruciating. Like, and so this is I think this is what what we meant when we
yeah,
wrote down. I like the sounds the slave makes before he dies. I
yeah.
think that's what we meant.
It's also, if you noticed, if you're if you have the bad kind of framing or um, sorry, you guys hear me? I don't see myself, but
I can
Kareem,
hear
have
you.
you ever seen the wonderful film with Heath Ledger, 10 Things I Hate About You?
I don't think so.
This is a wonderful film and you should watch it.
Okay, send it to me.
This is send it to you. You should just remember what I say, my friend.
Just send me an MP4 because I don't have like.
Send the MP4.
Okay, but anyways, I
Okay,
was
okay.
saying, there's if you come in with a bad approach, bad framing or something, bad intentions, um,
Yes,
you implicitly assume that the other person is a man. So you start speaking as if you want to command the room, you want to show off, stuff like that. Uh, you
yes,
explicitly see this when you're with another person and both of you are talking, for
yes,
example, to a woman. You're going to have a master slave dichotomy directly. You're gonna have one guy that really tries hard and the other that just follows. Uh, and he hopes
Yes.
that the guy wins or
Often,
fails or
this is a common male technique. This is a classic male technique. Some people have called it the wingman. I don't like this word wingman. So I have changed it to slave nigger. This is the word I think I prefer. Slave. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a much superior term. So the guy, basically, the first guy keeps around himself a slave that he can whip freely in front of the woman and see, like, look at this. I'm whipping the slave.
Yeah.
Now, this the woman the woman, she doesn't necessarily enjoy this cruelty in of itself. That would be like a man enjoys the cruelty. Rather, it is the social subordination and social posturing achieved by this goal, which actually, strangely enough, it makes the slave master seem benevolent. Because the point is, I could whip this slave if I wanted, but I'm not. So I'm a nice
Yeah.
guy.
And then yeah, sometimes but sometimes the slaves does things that are he's trying to revolt or but then he gets whipped again.
Yes,
See,
yes, yes.
but the
You
worst
see,
part,
but
I think the slave wins. That's the thing I wanted to say. The slave wins in the end. Like he actually,
yes.
I don't know why. This is like a secret. So if you can
No,
explain it.
this is the classical trope. This is a classical trope that you will see in a lot of old, directed towards men and women romance dramas. That the slavish character somehow, at the end of the day, he gets a romantic interest. You'll notice this is a common theme. It continues recurrently happens that the slave of the team somehow he gets a romantic interest. Sometimes they show it off camera, like they don't show you that he gets it, and at the very end you see, oh, he has a girlfriend. Or sometimes the main character is the slave, and progressively he gains the interest of the woman because he make her laugh or whatever nonsense. You've seen these movies I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
And
He
and
make
then
her
what you can do,
laugh. Or
there's a funny reversal that happens. The slave can start using the master by saying, "Oh, look how the master is oppressing me," and that's so funny to the woman. It's like we know that
yes,
this master is so oppressing right now. You can do that sort of
yes,
messaging, and it works really well.
yeah, and it's again,
But the thing,
the
if you stay
great
a slave,
canon.
the bad part is that if you stay a slave, you're done for life. Like you're really,
Yes.
you know what I mean?
The average guy goes for slave tactics when it comes to women.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy, or I'm a dejected guy, whatever. Always, or I'm the second option, whatever. Always you have the slavery tactic. This is a classic tactic to approach a woman. Because fundamentally, when you go in with confidence, the people who go in with confidence, they go in with the confidence of a rapist, not the confidence of a good man. So fundamentally, we can now reframe our question. Okay, you have Mr. Whipped, Mr. Right, you have confident rapist, or you have slave tactic. These
Mm.
are the two, my God, very vulgar terminology to describe speaking to women. But this is true because fundamentally, either you go like, I'm going to show her that I could destroy her. This is one thing they do. Or I'm going to be the slave and win my way into her heart, just like they did in that movie, just like they did in that romantic comedy
Mm.
movie. You know, okay. The sweet family male opposes both of these realities. He doesn't engage in master slavery to get a woman. Neither does he. Neither does he engage in acts of extreme confidence that are violent and transgressive against women. He has to balance himself between these two poles. At once, he has to have the confidence of speech, and he needs to have the sophistication of openness. He cannot present himself in violent relation to
Mm.
others. Neither can he present himself as a slave to others. How do you do this, my
Wow.
God?
Neither
This,
slave nor yeah, neither slave nor master.
yes,
That's the position.
yes, 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 yes. What do you think, Nate?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of wisdom in the romantic comedies. I think there's a lot of
I agree
wisdom.
with you.
I think you should watch the Heath Ledger movie, 10 Things I Hate About You.
I was My friend, I've seen this movie.
It's a
I
great
think
movie.
Karim needs to watch the movie. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
I think it's a
But
truly beautiful
the
American movie. It's also it takes place in beautiful Southern California, and
well,
it's wonderful.
the main character, Heath Ledger. He's like a sweet family male. He's
Oh, bro,
introduced.
I can't watch this. You know why? This
Why?
guy
Why?
Ledger is dead.
Yeah,
Why would I watch a movie with a guy that's dead? That's tragic.
most
Sorry, I can't do
movies are
this.
with men who are dead, my friend.
No, because I don't know it when I watched him. Now I know this.
He's basically saying that is spoiler. The guy-
Yeah, it's literally yeah. That's what it is. Because okay,
it's
this
a
guy does
spo-
this sweet
He's like, but
movie. He's a nice guy. He can play it well, but then he
he's
dies.
dead. So
Why am I gonna watch
I've
this?
been
This is like
spoiled.
horrible.
Yeah, he's been spoiled. He can't watch the
The
movie.
thing is
The guy died in
knowing
real
that
life.
he's dead, after watching that movie, you actually realize what a great tragedy it is. Because it's not
Oh, it
because
makes it better.
you can watch Batman and be like, oh, he was such a good Joker or whatever. But
Right.
to see how sweet he is, to see how nice he is and
Hmm.
lovely in 10 Things I Hate About You, to see how actually talented he is, then you
Okay.
understand the tragedy of his death.
But it's gonna break my heart.
Exactly.
That's the point.
But
I cried after watching 10 Things I Hate About You because I realized we lost a great Australian treasure to the world.
Wow.
wow. Now I want to make a point about 10 things I hate about you. This is a great. Generally, my friend, the secret to learning about this type of stuff, don't go to pick up artists, watch rom-coms, read the romance novels. There's
Mm.
all the secrets are contained in this. Okay. One of the interesting thing about 10 things I hate about you is its ritualistic structure. Because how does it begin? It begins like, from what I remember, this woman is like, this guy tells his friend, like, you need to date this girl for some abstract reason, like, you don't actually like her, you need to go get her so that I can speak to her friend. I don't remember, something
Correct.
like this.
You're basically
Major.
correct. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So this guy, he goes out of no desire of attraction in of itself, and when they go together, then you have a situation where, okay, why is the story framed like this? I will shock you why the story is framed like this.
Mm.
Because it avoids the woman's stress level. A woman has a women are have greater stress level overall than men. Okay, they have a greater capacity to stress, but also they get stressed at things like the suddenness, a vulgarity of emotion, or whatever. Usually, they need to be integrated over process, over stages, into being normalized to express extreme forward expression. Okay, because for them it's very stressful to be like, okay, first you're talking to a man, he has great passion for me. It's like suddenly kind of anxiety
Too
inducing.
much.
The, the reason why the
Oh.
story is a yes, the reason
Now I
why the
realize
movie
why my friend failed. Okay.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. The reason why the movie is aimed towards the idea that he's not interested initially in the woman is to make the woman feel no stress. This is just a formal relationship. There is no real
Stakes.
passion or
Yeah.
necessity for desire. Exactly. So because of this, now we can have our little sweet romance because it begins on a formality. Similarly, you'll notice in many rom-com, the romance always begins on a formality. It begins with, I'm a student. We got at the bus stop, and unfortunately, I lost my book, and she helped me find the book. Or it goes something, always there is this formality. The formality reduces, on a fundamental level, the stress level, it reduces the anxiety. Interestingly enough, if you as a man have the genuine compassion to realize that woman feels anxiety, and you assail this, you actually work to reduce this tension level, this anxiety, you
Mm.
become viewed as much more attractive and a good option. Okay, for example,
So this is part of
men
the
are
male
often
techniques, right? Because we also
this
have
is a
male
male
techniques. We
technique.
didn't talk about them.
Yes, the male technique of discoursal mastery and stress relief is very important technique. And it's a response to the woman. The woman's probes are always a way to see whether this is a stress inducing guy. For example, let's say you ask a question about makeup. You know, for a woman, she's not just asking this question as a personal probe, but for her, it's also a question. If he answers in a way that I expect him to, I know that this guy is a stress inducing guy. For example, if he answers very aggressive. This is
Mm.
why women often discuss with other women their encounters with men on the discursive level. They rarely talk about. I'll give you a classical example. Within media, often you are shown that men, when they go home to their friends after spending the night with their girlfriend in the movie, they're like, "Yo, it was crazy. She was so attractive. This and that." Okay, but the opposite is with the woman. The woman speaks in a hushed tone about the physical, about the. She speaks in a hushed tone about the discourse, and the physical intimacy itself is just a matter of fact statement. It's not something which is given strong precedence. And you'll notice this in movies. Like they will say in just one sentence, "Yeah, the intimacy was good, but he needs to talk like this and that." And man never says this. You will never hear a man say the intimacy was good, but no, no, no. So fundamentally, the question of speech and discourse and the ability to be kind and considerate in these things towards women, it really it really improves your chances with women.
Mm-hmm.
A person who knows, oh my God, I'm really stressing her by putting her in this sudden uh, engagement. That's a winner. That's a sweet family male. You see, over time, when you go through the stages of procession, you go through the ritual, you reduce and legitimize the behaviors that you're doing. So this is fundamental. This is a male technique.
Mm-hmm.
Male technique of
I'll list off the male
relieving.
techniques I have here, just so you remember them. There's one forgetting. There's coughing. There's
Yes,
leaving. There's never speaking with
yes,
I. Always speaking. Say like men do. People say. Uh, and
yes,
misunderstanding. That's what I have here.
yes.
What do you think?
Okay, here is a fundamentally interesting thing that you'll notice in women technique.
Okay.
A woman technique is always to probe the individual, to break down the individual on the level of identification. I'll give you example. Remember, Karim, you were talking to those women,
Mm.
and they were desperately trying to figure out what race you were, what
Yeah.
language you spoke. Yes. And they were trying to even
Yeah.
make fun of you, like, what race, which place in the country are you from, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I noticed when I speak to women, the very first thing they always say to me, they always tell me what my accent sounds like.
That's
Always.
true.
Nobody else. Yes. Why? Because it's a
So to
probe of the
break
individual.
down, yeah, okay. So they're trying to
So a
break down
guy,
your identity.
yes. But the
Okay.
guy on the universal level has to be very intelligent how he deals with this. He has to speak as if he's universal.
Mm.
He cannot speak. So, for example, he should speak from the authority of reality itself. Like, for example, everything will be fine. If you say this in a proper way, I know that all things will be set right. I know everything will be fine. This is very powerful type of universalizing this. You don't say, I think things are going to be
Exactly.
okay.
Yes. Yes. That's why I
Yes,
said don't speak with I. That's why I have it here.
yes.
Never speak
You
with
want to
I.
you want to convey a feeling. Don't say, I personally am against this or that. No, no. You speak with a universalizing tendency.
Yeah.
Because when you speak with this level of assurance,
No, no,
not
look
all
look at the jumbotron. This is how you
Okay.
speak with
Let's
I.
see. I want to feed a woman small, perfectly dressed bites of ban knot ripe. I can't even read this, bro. What is ban H? What is ban H?
It's
Ban
okay.
hot.
Just continue. Just
Okay.
continue.
Ban hot wrapped in a single mint leaf and beautiful ripe morsels of jackfruit while she reclines in the sun.
okay, but
Okay.
this is a poet. This is a poet
Yeah, but
speaking.
wait, who's
This is
this
different.
addressed to? This is addressed to another man. You know,
This is
like
This is
not
addressed to a
addressed to
woman.
another one. This is addressed to the girl reading this. What do you
yeah, but
mean?
she
My
said a
friend
woman. You know.
Kerim, don't you understand? He's reverse engineering woman technique.
Okay.
I
Okay.
want to say a woman.
Okay.
unspecific woman. He's inviting women to come and say,
Ah.
"Oh, okay, okay, this is a
Okay.
reverse engineering technique."
Wow. Okay. Okay. See, okay. Maybe see. I need to break down my frame. This is the issue. I
You
see
see,
things where they're not.
Mage refuses to tell you the techniques, but he knows all of them. He's just being big rascal. He refuses to speak. He says it's too.
Yeah, he's in the secret
He says
council
it.
that watched 10 things I hate about you, and that's why.
Yes, secret
I'm
council
just
that watch.
I'm just saying, it's I think the only technique is you just have to enjoy women's company. It's all very simple.
Oh, this is a big one. I
Yeah.
agree. Yes, we agree with the idea, with that notion. We have some agreement on that notion. But
I'm going
we
through all
agree
of
on
my
that.
clothes right now. I'm throwing away all of my clothes that are too big.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's a private space. No one can hear you. There's only us three. There's like no one else.
I know. I know. I lost so much weight and now these pants need to be thrown away.
Did you actually lose weight?
Yes, I did. I lost like 80 pounds.
Damn, bro. You were you fat before or something? That's
I
crazy. I
was I
didn't
was
know that.
kind of fat. Yeah,
I would
I
have
was a little
guessed. I would
fat.
have guessed. I'm joking.
Shut up.
I'm
Shut
joking, bro.
up.
I'm joking.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. All right.
What is going on
Let's
right now?
continue.
What the
Let's
hell is
continue.
going on?
My goodness.
Listen,
These pants are too big.
we need to break formalities, Dr. Calliounes, so we can get back to the formality. That's why we're doing this. You
Okay,
know?
okay. Let's return to the questions. Now, okay, now I think the time will soon be up. I have to be gone. Let's quickly get to what this has to do with Obama. Go ahead, Karim.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go
Sorry,
ahead,
you want
please.
me to
Please.
explain? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
After all, you're the
okay.
expert
Why
on
is this
Obama.
related to Obama? Okay. Why is this related to Obama? Okay. I've been noticing a lot of slaves. Okay. And basically, I want people to understand everything through seduction. Okay. Why is this? Why is this? People are saying, no, I just want to be an ideological guy. I like to be incel. I love this. I'm like a sensitive young man. I'm alone. I don't do this stuff. Okay, let me explain to you why. Your ideas are not concretized unless you have a family. This is the fundamental truth. Okay, you can be revolutionary at like 15 years old. Why
Yes.
do people that are revolutionary at 15 become like Zod
Catholics.
agents at 30? Okay, why? Why is this? Hillary Clinton, all these people. Why does this happen? Because fundamentally they didn't think about, okay, how do I concretize this idea? How do I turn it into the locus of a family? Okay, if you can't do this, you have no life. Like
I
you're not
think
gonna do anything.
that I think that talking about it too much is like it reduces the joy of it. Like there's a
I
certain
agree.
amount of like you're trying to define these things and it's
I
you're
agree.
stripping them.
I agree. That's why you never have to talk too much about stuff. Always be subtle about what you believe. This is what I preach always. But yes, uh, I was saying that if you want to concretize your ideas, you need to turn it into something that is reproducible in a family. Okay, you need to think generationally. Okay, you can't think like at a single, alone guy, sensitive guy. So how do you do this? Necessarily, you come up to the problem of seduction, right? And then it flips your view on all things, whether it be I don't know, your workplace, your ideology, your politics, whatever. Now you start seeing people that are fundamentally opposed to you. Now you have to say, okay, I need to seduce this person. I don't need to be explicit about my disagreement with this person, because a vulgar man is gonna go around and say, "Oh, look at me, I'm a man," right? That's what he's gonna say. That's what the new sphere is, right? The red pill sphere and all that. Look at me, I'm a man. I know women don't understand anything, all this stuff. You guys are stupid. Okay. Then you have the guy that is subtle, and he says he doesn't need to say he's a man. He just is. Okay. That's what I'm trying to reach. You don't need to say what you believe in, and this also applies to religion, by the way, because we talked about religion with the doctor many times, but we see this need of people just saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Catholic, I'm Orthodox, I'm this." But then you find the real, you know, real religious people never talk about this. You'll find this guy has a nice LinkedIn profile and he looks good and he's a sweet kid, and then maybe one time when you're invited at his home, he's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm a Catholic" or something like that. Okay? Wow, what a beautiful thing! This is great, right? He's not going around preaching it. So this is what Obama was Obama just going around preaching? Oh, I'm actually a Muslim black guy. No, he just was a black guy. He didn't need to preach anything.
Yes.
Did he say Black Lives
Obama,
Matter?
no,
Yeah, exactly.
Obama represent one of the fundamental why we speak about Obama. By the way, Karim, I just want to point out that several Lotus Court students have asked in the reply of the space,
Oh.
when is Obama coming on the space? Many people have asked. So maybe we have to bring Obama on, Karim. You
Inshallah, bro.
understand what I'm saying? Maybe we need to bring Obama. No, maybe we need to bring him on in the next 5-10 minutes.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay, okay.
okay.
Don't worry.
But uh, but but can you just call him up real
Actually,
quick?
I think I've come up with something good to say.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think
While we
very
get
sim
Obama, go ahead.
Kareem, do you know how to cook?
Uh, like very basic stuff,
Like what?
like eggs.
Okay, how do you cook your eggs?
I don't like them too scrambled, but a little bit, like
What
semi-scrambled.
is that? What do you mean semi-scrambled? You mean where like
You should
the
try
you
it.
can
It's like
see the whites,
yeah, yeah,
where you don't mix it thoroughly and then
yeah,
the
yeah,
whites
exactly.
are
Yeah,
okay.
that's pretty good. I like spaghetti, bro.
Separate the whites from the blacks. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. I just thought.
Okay. What the
See, I
blacks? What do
I
you mean?
think
Okay.
I think I think that if you're having problem with women, it's
Listen.
because you don't love cooking enough.
I don't love cooking enough. Okay, now I have to
You
learn.
don't
So
love
you're
cooking
gonna
enough.
send me recipes?
You said I like spaghetti, bro. I don't know. This is how would a woman react to that? She says,
How?
what is
Tell
your
me.
favorite food?" And then you say, "I like spaghetti, bro.
Oh,
I don't know."
oh,
This is a
oh,
tragedy.
Well, wait, wait. Are
be-
you a woman, sir? Because I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to make this gay. Okay.
Mm,
You
my
know what I
friend,
mean?
I
Karim,
can't save
Karim,
you.
What do you mean? I listen.
Karim,
If I
Karim,
really,
Karim,
if
Karim,
I really
Kareem,
started
there's a
Karim.
talking
girl.
as if,
Kareem, there's a girl listening to this. What do you mean? There's women listening.
okay,
Woman.
bro,
You're
listen.
building something for the public. I ask
Yeah.
you, what kind of food do you like? And you say, I like spaghetti, bro. I don't know. All of the women are
Your
supposed to
repertoire
jump up for
destroyed.
joy and say, oh my goodness. Oh my
Your
goodness,
This
this man
reputation.
guy.
likes spaghetti. I don't know.
Listen, Mage. Listen. You know why? Because sometimes you're on the
You're
lookout.
doubling down.
Sometimes
You're doubling
if
down.
you're
You
if
need
you're
to.
no, 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 listen, Mage. If you're like really focused and you're
Oh my
trying
God.
to, then yeah, okay, you have to say something else. But if I'm talking to Mage, yeah, I can say I like spaghetti, bro.
I can talk about any food that I love very much in detail, unprompted by anyone. I
So
don't
wait,
know.
when
You
you
need to be
talk
able to
about
do the same.
food, women jump up and cry.
They do. They do.
Really?
Women love to talk about food. Women love
My
Okay,
food.
show me
God,
how
the
you talk
sweet
about food.
family male has revealed something. The sweet family
Okay,
male has revealed something. Write it down.
okay,
Everybody write this down. Talk about cooking. The
okay.
sweet family
Every
male's
everyone
revelations
likes
of cooking.
cooking.
We're getting requests here. There's someone waste wants to speak.
Oh, this is
Yes.
I think the woman.
Hello.
Oh, wait. Oh, Ava's listening. Hi, Ava.
The oh my God.
Who's Ava?
Please.
Ava's so
We must
wonderful.
restore we
Okay.
must restore order to the Lotus Court. We must restore order to the Lotus Court. Go ahead, Mrs.
I
Waste. Go ahead,
I
please.
I didn't even say one thing yet. I just said yes. You
Yes.
guys you guys should be nice to each other.
Who are you speaking about? Who are you speaking about?
Everybody.
Oh my God. You said you guys should be nice to each other. I said, who are you speaking about? You said everybody. I'm very confused. You see, I knew we had to
Well,
restore order.
yeah. No, I think it's good to learn how to cook. It's okay if you don't know how to cook. yet, but you should learn eventually.
Okay. Thank you. My friend, you have been listening, I believe, since the beginning of this space. You have been listening since the beginning of this space.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it. I love it. It's like being a
Thank you.
fly on the
Thank you.
wall.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm really enjoying this. I love
Yes.
it. I love hearing what you guys have to say, and it's been really interesting.
Oh my
Verticali is
God.
raising his hand.
Look at the women
Portocali.
techniques, though. Look at the women techniques on display. My God.
What a
She said, I like it. It's really interesting. I
Hello,
like
hello.
to hear what you guys think. Very interesting terminology here. Who just came in?
What's up? How's it
Who
going?
is
Yo.
Bortocali?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I will ask the
Yes,
question
hello.
again. Kareem, what kind of food do you like to eat?
Oh my God.
What kind? I like. Yeah, I like eggs. I like spaghetti. What else? What else?
Kareem, this is dark
Oh, she's
stuff.
laughing
Oh,
at
this is
you.
easy.
She's
Like, I mean, I'm an easy guy. I don't need some complicated stuff.
This is dark stuff, Kareem.
no, Karim,
No, no,
Karim.
no.
I
It's
have
not
an answer for you. I
like
have an answer for you,
you are
Karim.
I
listing
Tell
basic
me.
ingredients.
Yeah,
the
basic
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
ingredients.
No,
is,
no. Let me tell you, Karim, the solution. If a woman asks you what do you like to eat, say I
Yeah.
like bread. Just say I
I like.
like bread.
Yeah, I like apples. I like apples and bread.
that's good.
You like apples and bread.
Yeah, I don't need
Yeah, this
much.
is
Oh my God, absent-minded. How are you?
I'm
Karim.
fantastic.
Why
How
are
are we
you?
doing?
We're doing well. We're
Karim,
doing well.
Lotus Court is going out of order. Extremely so. Yes, hello. Hello,
I'll
hello.
speak when
One
spoken to.
one time one time I was over at absent-minded's house and his girlfriend fed me this wonderful drink that was made of plum wine and it was so lovely and it was pink and it was delicious.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
I think about that often.
I know this guy absent-minded. I know who this guy is.
Yeah,
I know this.
we've come to know each other quite well in the past week.
My friend, how was
2
your trip?
minutes.
Oh, it was fantastic. I would feel awful if I derailed. I
No,
think
no,
this is
no,
a good
my friend,
conversation. We got it.
I am derailing.
I'm, you know, I'm,
Agent
I'm
of derailment.
very, I'm very curious about you, Dr. Calliounes, as a character. I see you so much, but I don't know anything about you.
Yes, my friend. Okay, let's restore order to Lotus Court for 5 seconds. Go
Yes.
ahead. The classical format of Lotus Court is you come on, you give a cross-examination argument against us. We're silent. We let you speak, then we respond. Go ahead very quickly, Bertucali. Tell me what is it that is so strange about me? Go ahead, please.
No,
Karim,
it's
put
not.
the volume down, please.
Okay, okay, okay. It's not. It's not that you're strange. It's just that you're mysterious to me. You know, you.
I see.
I don't. I do not know. Like you. You're very familiar with Islam and Islamic culture, and you have this accent, but I don't know where it's from. You know, and so I would like to know more about you as a person, Doctor Calliounes. Who are you? What do you do for a living? What
Yes,
inspired you to join Twitter and speak to us?
yes. I think uh, I think, my friend Karim, we've gotten really big. Even the FBI is coming on to ask us. I know, joke. My friend,
No, no,
listen,
no, no.
please,
I'm not
listen. I
FBI.
promise, I
I'm
am
just an
here.
Arab
I am here
man.
legally. I'm here legally. I'm here legally. Please, don't don't revoke my. I just
No,
got
no.
here.
Listen,
I
listen.
I
I'm
don't.
just.
I know
I'm.
English. I know English. I know English.
What, what's your address?
What's my address? Uh,
Southern vulgarity.
Probing question. Sudden vulgarity. Women techniques. Write
Go
this
ahead.
down.
No, no, no.
Portugali,
You don't. You don't have to dox yourself. I'm not a. You know. Just
Portugali, don't worry. Portugali, I think I follow you. I will send you big messages now about many things, including my personal life beliefs. But thank you for this.
No,
Thank you
let
for
me.
this.
I need to say
Yeah,
something.
I
You
just
and
think you're a very
Bertocali,
interesting character. You know, I like you.
Thank you. Thank you,
you and
my friend.
Bertocali
Thank you.
should discuss Quran translations together.
Oh yeah,
Yes, my friend. Oh, you're okay. Wait. You know Arabic, my friend.
yes, it's my mother tongue.
Okay, okay. My friend, maybe at a later time, we should discuss Quran translations. We should discuss Quran translations.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
okay, my friend Karim, the rails are not just off. They have gone and killed several young Chinese
This
immigrants.
is good.
I want to hear more about women.
Thank you.
Wow.
Who said
Okay.
this? Who
Me,
said this?
I
absent-minded.
agree.
Look
Thank
at
you.
that.
Thank you.
Well,
Karim, go ahead. Explain
there's a
Obama's
beautiful girl
relation to women.
listening. There's a beautiful girl listening, and she's so lovely. She's so pretty. Uh,
Oh my God, this guy. Look at this. We make an educational space for our students, and this guy make it a pragmatic space for his own interest. My God, big rascal guy.
it's
Big
well,
rascal guy.
it's not that
Remember,
beautiful.
remember the space. This is a space for mage. This
To
is a
speak to
space
women.
for
Yes.
yeah, yeah. This is a space for mage to speak to women. That
Yes,
was
I
a great
remember
space.
that. That's good.
He
Yeah,
he
that's a good
has
space.
he has me blocked.
I do have you blocked, but
Wow.
the beautiful woman
Wait,
listening and not speaking is so wonderful.
Okay,
Kareem,
okay,
take
okay.
note.
Hold on.
Take note. That in
Lotus
itself is a
Flower.
very useful strategy.
I'm taking note of that. Blocking.
Yeah,
Okay.
Karim, take note of that. Insult me.
Blocking. Yes. Okay.
Insult me.
Become
Okay,
inaccessible.
okay.
Okay.
Become
Everyone should be blocked.
inaccessible.
Okay. Hold on. Guys, please. Let's restore order to the Lotus Court. We need to restore order. We need to return to tradition. Karim, go ahead. Continue about Obama, please.
What was I saying
Obama and
about
women.
Obama?
So Obama is this fundamental, like totally inoffensive but perfectly father-like,
Yeah.
almost Stalin-like character.
I think the best
Maybe we
thing to
need to
say about
talk to
Obama
Obama.
is that he didn't need to say Black Lives Matter. I think that's the best thing. He didn't
He
need to
was
say it.
Black Lives Matter.
No, he didn't need to
Yes,
say it. He just
fundamentally,
he embodied. He didn't need to say anything.
yes. But you know what I find interesting about Obama? You know what I find interesting about Obama? He
Yes.
actually, strangely enough, I've noticed this, but many women in popular media, I don't
Mm.
know, maybe this is psychological operation, but there has been an unconscious effort to make Obama seem attractive. He's no, it's true. It's true.
It's
The
true.
man,
Yes, I know. I've seen that.
the, yes, on a fundamental level, the attempt is to make the mannerisms of Obama seem like they're attractive to the feminine mind. How
Mm.
and why is this the case? Maybe because Obama, as a politician, represents the ultimate seduction of reality on the political level that fundamentally is being played out in every male-female relationship. Obama is like the summation. Obama and the political consciousness always rages on in these strange sexual symbolisms and romantic symbolisms. Okay, now Karim, go ahead, explain a little bit about Obama's nature and character,
Yeah.
and then we will
I
continue.
was also going to note. I think something very fundamental is that you can never tell if this guy is black, white, or Arab. So this is like the best thing.
Yes,
You know.
yes,
I think this is
ambiguity.
why
Yes,
he's the culmination. You know how you have this concept of like proto Quissa Tazarat? Maybe Obama was like
yes.
proto, two times removed. And,
We suck
Trump was just completed.
mentality. Let's be clear here. With basic level seduction, you have Obama, this almost father-like figure of stately relation dominance. He established an almost cooler, older uncle relationship with the American people. He represents a calmness and stability that Stalin had. He represents these strange dynamics. Okay,
Mm.
that's Obama. Okay, what does Trump represent?
Rebellious. Rebellious.
Trump really
Rebellious.
represent. Yes, but okay, now this is a wrong interpretation. The red pill guy He looks at Trump and he says, "This is my guy." But fundamentally, he's wrong. Trump does not represent the red pill mentality of seduction. Because after all, what is red pill seduction? It's the seduction of, okay, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to kill and rape you, and you're going to like it. This is the red pill, classic red pill seduction. But what is Trump? What is Trump trying to do? It's really the classical. Trump is saying, I really am the force of greatness. I really am the legendary being and the moment. And I am here to reclaim you, you who are mine. This is Trump's basic idea that, oh, America is really mine and I'm just here to reclaim it or whatever, which is
Notice,
why make America.
notice how Trump also has a very cold and mean wife to him.
Yes.
Where most
Yes.
most red pill people will be like, oh, she's a bitch. She should get a submissive wife. But that's stupid.
Yes. Yes. Because what Trump is showing is, oh, look, I'm sophisticated guy. I have attractive Eastern European wife, and look at this Eastern European wife and her whatever. So Trump really represents this old school mentality about uh, about American, not just America, maybe just old school mentality of power relation. Like, I'm a businessman doing business. This fundamental way to think. This is the best way to think about Trump.
That's
Trump
the way we speak
fundamentally
about
on.
presidents as if they were like mythical figures, you know?
They are my friend. They are my
Yeah.
friend. They are.
I think this is the best perspective.
Yes, I think presidents have a magical power. Okay. And Trump in particular, what is Trump's power? He is the eternal, I am a businessman doing business. This is what Trump's aesthetic on the fundamental, and this is how Trump is seductive. Because to a woman, it's like he's a businessman doing business. He's making the right decisions. He's making the profit. So, so this is what makes Trump a seductive character. Obama is of a different mentality. Obama represents the opposite of a businessman. He's the one, okay, I am the cool store owner. I run a very relaxed store in Hawaii. I run a very relaxed store. You can come in and you can play music if you want, whatever.
So, do you
And
think
then Trump represents,
it's Trump versus Obama, or is it Trump and Obama?
my friend, you see, this is a difficult question.
Yeah.
Because who is more seductive? Ultimately, who is more seductive? It has to be Obama who's more seductive.
I would
I
agree.
don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't understand why we're on a space about women talking so much about men. I'm very confused. I'm
Oh
very
my!
confused.
This is
Mage, my
I
friend, Mage, my
Mitch.
friend, Mage,
Jeez.
my friend.
Yes.
Obama is, my friend, until you realize the importance of Obama, you
My
cannot
friend,
even attain enlightenment.
I was distracted. I was distracted. I woke up from, not, I wasn't really paying attention. I was going through the girl listening to this. I was going through the pictures in her media tab. I
It
was
was
thinking about how
processing.
beautiful she
Yeah.
is.
It was great.
You
I was
dog.
liking all of the pictures of her. She has such big, beautiful green eyes and such lovely, lovely hair. And I just
This guy has no
this
shame.
is where we're at.
This guy has no shame.
Yeah,
Every
because
10
we're
minutes he
talking
comes
about
on.
Trump and Obama, so you can do
Every
that. That's why we're doing this. We're giving you
Oh,
time so you can do
it's
that.
so that it's we're giving me space to look at pictures
Exactly.
of a beautiful woman.
Exactly.
It's
They're
the pic,
making space for you.
it's true, it's true.
Yeah, we
I
have to
want to.
listen. If we have to be the guys that talk about Trump, Obama, Stalin, so you can sneak out of the house and maybe go talk to.
and speak about women.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have to be the uncle. We have to be the uncle who debates about Obama and Taliban on
Yeah.
dinner table so you can run away with your girlfriend. This is fundamentally the
It's
relation
okay,
of Lotus Flower.
listen. We'll run away soon. We'll run away soon. I'm going to,
Oh my God, this guy.
I'll cook
You
her
know
a
what's
wonderful
funny?
meal, make her some wonderful,
You
wonderful
know,
drinks. It will be so lovely.
Karim, take note. He's
I'm
talking about a
thinking.
woman who is listening. Okay, now
Okay,
notice
okay,
what he's
okay.
doing. What we are expecting logically, very imagining the woman who's listening knows that it's her he's talking about, number one.
Mm.
Number two, you can imagine she's like laughing right now. She's probably doing the little he laughter. My God, horrible,
She's
horrible
kicking her
situation.
feet, she's giggling. It's a, it's a good
You see,
time.
I knew it. You see, This is what he was trying to intend. Wow. What a tragic situation that Lotus Court has become, this place of debasement. We now have to kill ourselves. I will commit seppuku tomorrow.
No, but this
I
is
will
what
quit.
happens in real life. You know, you have okay. This is why it
It's
needs to be
okay. It's
addressed.
okay. We're
No, it's a
listen,
great
listen.
thing. It's a
We're
beautiful thing.
advancing. We're advancing the technology. I'm going to get really nice. I'm going to get some really nice tobacco from New England. It's going to be gifted to me. I'm going to make nice little rolly clove cigarettes. We're going to have a lovely, lovely little time. It's going to be so wonderful.
I
Okay,
want to
good.
write a play or like a comedy where you have like two Arab uncles. They do everything that is serious just for their nephew to get with a woman. You know, they start talking about religion, they make religious meetings, they
Yes.
get everything, they talk about
And
politics,
the
and
whole thing,
just for their nephew
it's
to get the
just
woman he wants.
Look
to
at
meet a
this.
woman.
Look at this. Look,
This is a
I bought
really
all of
good.
these. I bought all of these rose. I bought all of these rose. Flavored things, and I'm going to make some. I'm going to make some interesting sweets with them.
Great,
This
great.
guy
You're
is
gonna be
trying to
thinking about
appease
looks.
the Arab listeners with his rose water. Okay,
They're no, no,
let
no,
us.
not the Arab listeners, the American listeners, the American listeners. Don't
Whoa,
get it
cool it
twisted.
My
with the
friend,
racism, bro.
my friend, my friend,
What?
America was created by a very famous Islam Muslim sheikh called Abu Ameriqiya, and he created America in the year 1532. Search it up; they're hiding it from you. Let me continue, please. So, Karim. Anyways,
Yes, yes.
let's continue with
Um,
women. Let's continue with women and
Okay,
Obama.
okay,
So,
okay.
you
I
know,
have a list
one,
here, another list. I have all the
okay,
lists, so I can give you another
okay,
list. Here's a list of
list.
male
This is the
errors.
list technique. This is
Okay,
the
list.
list technique. Go
Yeah.
ahead, please.
Here's a list of male errors. Okay. When you have some kind of weird vulgarity, so you're like, oh, if the woman is vulgar, I can also be vulgar, but then you do it very like a dumb slave, you know, like you do it disgustingly. You
Yes,
know what I mean?
yes,
That's one error.
yes.
Second error. Uh, you're Mr. Relative. I like this one.
Good.
Remember Mr.
Yes, yes,
Relative?
yes.
So
Mr. Relative.
if they
Yes,
ask you your opinion on anything, you're like, oh, well, this is good, this is also good. Or you're always trying to contrast, never agreeing, disagreeing,
yes.
very
Mr.
relative
Relative.
guy. Who wants relative? Who wants Mr.
Yes,
Relative? Raise his hand. No one wants Mr. Relative, please. You know? Why be a why
yes.
be relative when you
Nobody.
can be a mountain? You know? You don't need that.
Yes. Now there is one exception to Mr. Relative.
Yes, go
The
ahead.
exception to Mr. Relative is if you're a smart guy who knows that the key to a woman's heart is to be playful guy and to because women really like to play games.
Mhm.
Okay, women really like games. They like to play them. Okay. If you just play a game with her where anything she say, you're being relative, you're teasing her, you're annoying her, she'll really like this. This will be fun. She'll be like, I think the sky is blue, you'll say it's brown. She
False
says, I like
relativity.
water.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, false
So
relativity.
they
This
they
women
ask
like this.
so they ask you what foods you like. You say like apples and flour. Yeah, okay. You can do
I
that.
like flour. I like sugar and flour.
Sure. Sugar, apples, and flour. Yeah,
Do you
that's great.
remember
Yes.
the whole thing about all the women on Twitter were talking about if they'd rather run into a man or a bear in the woods. Remember that?
Right.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
one of
I
those
remember this.
games. Everyone completely failed to meet
Failed
the
the game.
game.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Correct. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Absinthe is pretty. See, we're getting. I'm telling you, these guys are
Wow.
hiding. I told you, they're
This
hiding. They don't say
sweet
who
No,
they
no,
family
are,
male.
but they know.
absent-minded is a true understander.
I know. Yeah.
I do understand these things. I think. I hope.
No, my God. This guy got it right. Wow. How the hell? This random sweet family male. I'm telling you, these sweet family males are coming out of the woodworks today. We open, we open the floodgates to the sweet family male.
Please, okay. Please
Everybody
explain
needs to become sweet.
the bear one, Dr. Calliounes, because I think I
What's
only
the
have
bear
it
one?
50%. Yeah. Explain the whole
Okay,
dynamic of the man bear.
basically speaking, a woman said, would you rather be with a man or a bear? Okay.
Right. Yes.
Then they always say the bear or whatever. He's
Yes.
what, but they never actually. You know what's funny? I never actually saw a woman saying, "Would you rather be with a man or a bear?" I'd rather be with a bear. Either they say the question and then implicitly answer, or the other way around, they just say, "I will choose the bear" at random. They'll say it at a random thing. Like if a man attacks,
Mm.
like if a man says you look ugly, they'll say, "This is why I go with the bear."
Yes, yeah,
Mm.
So
correct.
Mm.
so
It's
now
always
now
called back to.
exactly, yes. So why? Fundamentally why? Because what is the point of would you choose the man or the bear? It's not really a woman saying, "I would rather choose a hungry bear because I just hate men this much." It's actually a woman testing how much a man's sensibility is in place, where he can make a joke or he can take it as a matter of chivalry.
Mm.
Like, it would be, if let's say your girlfriend asks you this question, or if the girlfriend tells you this question,
Okay.
you know what my first instinct would be?
What?
My first instinct would be, yeah, but I'll be there to protect you from the bear. This is the first instinct I would have. Chivalry number one. Okay. It's also funny. You're playing a little game. You're playing this game of discourse with her. Okay. And through it, you present, okay, look, I'm a good guy, or I'm a chivalrous guy, or I can take a joke. But for some strange reason, men cannot gauge this. They look at the women bear question, they think women are actually making a statement about preferring
Yeah. They
bear.
start tweaking.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's a strange, it's a strange thing. Like, of course, women don't prefer bears to men. Actually, biggest secret of all time, biggest leak. I feel ashamed just for saying it. I wish
Okay.
women were not
Don't
in this
worry.
space. I
Okay.
wish women were not
They're
in this
not. They're
space.
not.
But
Don't worry.
women probably like men more than men like women. Sorry, big leak. Big leak.
Wow. So you're taking the side of women even on that. That's
I know.
incredible.
Listen, I think you're absolutely correct about this. This is
Wow.
absolutely true. Women tolerate like like, insane things from men in many
Yes, we spoke
cases.
about this. We spoke about this
Insane.
already, Dr. Calliounes.
Insane
I
faggotry
will,
from men.
yes,
That is true. That is true.
This was
I
the
will recount.
the tragic misunderstanding of the bear question. Is that all the men who were getting upset and saying how ridiculous, look at what feminism has wrought. Look at how they
Mm.
actually think that it's safer to be with a bear. The women were enjoying the reactions of the men. Like that's the way in which women enjoy men the most is posing these
Yes,
questions, and no one got it. No
Listen,
one
yes,
got
yes,
it.
if
Everyone
I will
failed.
put myself in the voice of Dr. Calliounes and say the woman wants you to be the bear, my friend.
Yes,
Yeah.
that it.
So if you
What
want
That's
to
the
be
no,
hell,
with
that's
a
Karim?
man
beautiful.
or a
That's
bear, say
beautiful.
I'm the bear or something. Yeah. That's true.
And it's a
I am the
beautiful
bear.
question because neither of the answers. If you're a man overhearing this conversation, uh, if you side with either of the answers given, you've already lost. You can't be the one who's
Mm.
like, well,
Yes,
obviously you'd rather be with a man. But if you say, oh, actually no, it makes a lot of sense that you'd be with a bear because no one wants to hear that either. You know,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's basically the whole dilemma
I like
of
this.
this court session. How to not choose. You
Yes,
know.
yeah,
yes. How
unasked
do
the
you not
question.
choose, and
Yeah.
how do you return the question to the individual? Defer it back to the individual. For example, if somebody says this, you could be like, You could be like, "I've always considered myself a bear." You can say something like this, something ridiculous.
Women are far more natural dialecticians. And they
Yes,
pose these questions
response.
waiting for some kind of
Okay,
signal that you're able to transcend the question itself.
yes. My God, Karim, were these
No.
people listening and now they're
Oh my
they're
God. Yeah.
just
They came out. I think. Yeah.
they're saying every single thing that we were telling people in the beginning. They
Yeah.
just knew already. This is very scary. Why don't these
I
people come
know.
out and tell people this information?
See, this
The
is
sweet
why we have
family mail.
good cop, bad cop, right? Because
Yes,
you have to have bad cop that goes around and spoils secrets, and he's being vulgar. Hope
yes.
you don't, how are gonna students know?
No, my friend Karim, we somehow awakened the sweet family mail council, convene and they're now speaking in our space. This is very inspiring to me. Anyways, now, okay, continuing on this matter, I wanted to add to this. Yeah, on a fundamental level, it's not really a challenge to the
You said
man.
the last thing you said
Well,
was women like men more than men like women. So
yeah,
justify that
exactly.
one.
And Bertucali,
Yeah.
well, Bertucali said something which I also repeated earlier. I think Bertucali did not hear it, so I'll repeat it for Bertucali. Okay. So Bertucali, earlier I said this. I said that
Yes.
the ultimate female tragedy is there is a woman with a slob of a man, disgusting, terrible guy, horrible guy, but he snores in a cute way. So every every waking moment every waking moment she goes, I want to kill him. I hope he dies. I wish this guy was dead. He's the worst guy ever. I wish he was dead. Why isn't he dying? And then he goes to sleep and he's snoring and she's like, oh, that's sweet. This is nice. Oh, this is what. Oh, everything might be okay. Everything might just be okay.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's
Okay.
incredible.
This is
Yes.
yeah. This is why balding Arab gets beauty of the green pearl from Maharajan. You know. This is
Yes.
why you
This is
see
why.
these
Yeah. This is
relations in
why
the Middle
balding.
East.
Yes.
This is the beauty is that if he had found some
Why-
way to fix the snoring, it would have doomed the relationship. Would have been over there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It will be over. I think. I
God
think it
saved
will
this
be over.
man by giving him sleep apnea. Wow.
God delivered him with sleep apnea. God bless. But
And Satan
anyways,
offers the
anyways, so
tonsillectomy.
okay. My God, Lotus Court has been infiltrated by Lotus Court from alternate universe. What the hell is happening? We have parallel universe Lotus Court,
I'm
guys.
taking over. I'm
Who's
the
going to
new
talk
I'm the new
about?
third host. I'm fading.
the new the new co-host. He's gonna replace me now.
What?
It's okay.
No,
Absent-minded and I are the we're the alternate. We're the white we're the white Lotus
White
Court.
Lotus Court.
Midge is replacing Calliounes. Absent is replacing me. This is the relation now.
Oh
Beautiful.
my God.
Neo Lotus Court.
Oh my God. We just started. We've already been killed by the White Devil. My God, horrible.
We've already
Oh
colonized,
my God.
man. You let us do it.
The White Devil's already won. What a tragedy. Oh, but so basically speaking, now we have okay, so women like men more than
Yes,
men can
explain
like
that one.
women.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not, yes. I mean, I already gave a beautiful story that
Mm.
explains it,
Yes,
but
yes.
I will continue to explain. You see, fundamentally, when a woman for a woman, a man is more than himself. Even if it's the guy himself is not great, literally the guy in her head is like a superhero. And as
Mm.
long as somebody can fulfill the basic means of the ritual, then that person can incarnate into the image that she has in her head. This is why very dangerously you have evil men who learn how to manipulate a woman's psyche, and they somehow get with women 10 times more attractive, even though they're horrible people,
Mm. Mm.
because they realize, okay, we can manipulate we can manipulate her the psychogenic responses and whatever. We can manipulate the system of the ritual and trick her into thinking that we are really good. Of course, later on, this relationship will break down. This is neither Mr. Right. Okay, no, this is Mr. Right, but he's not Mr. Right in his techniques. Neither is he Mr. Whipped. He is uh, the evil guru of Mr. Right. He is the guy that Mr. Right learns from. That, oh my God, I can learn from this guy and I can get all the women I want. What he never learns from this guru is that the woman will eventually leave you and will claim that you tried to kill her or something. Like, you can never maintain this relationship. Also, it doesn't make you happy. It actually doesn't make you happy to go manipulate women for your own gain. It really doesn't make you happy. It leaves big gaping hole in your spirit, and then you keep doing it again and again. So again, fundamentally, you have to understand, don't take the techniques, learn the techniques to speaking to women
Mm.
without having the sweet family male mentality.
Mm.
Everybody has to become a sweet family male. Sweet family male has to become a common word in every household. We need the sweet family male because if you take, for example, if you take all these techniques, but you continue to be a big, you continue to think like a slave, you will just become a woman's slave. If you take all these techniques, but you continue to think like an evil guy, you will just become a woman's abuser.
Mm.
No, my friend, avoid both directions. Become sweet family male. And I think as long as you keep sweet family male mentality, women overall, it's really not so hard. Like people over exaggerate how difficult it is to speak to women. Oh my God, it's not so difficult. Just know this, okay? They like to play games. They like to play games. Play games with them. My God. I like this. Man has a kind of autistic response to playing a game.
Mm.
I'll give you an example. Let's say a guy is playing a game with a girl. The girl is thinking, oh my God, haha, he's really trying to defeat me. He's so confident. The guy is thinking, I'm going to destroy her. Look at this stupid move she just made. Stupid. How's this guy about to destroy you with two moves? Okay. The woman, if she loses gracefully. The guy, if he loses, he goes home and studies the game and comes back to defeat her. Okay, this is the fundamental difference. If you can somehow overcome this dynamic, you can say, I'm here to, you realize she's not here to beat you in chess. She just wants to play a game with you, reveal something, whatever. That's really good. Then you realize, oh my God, everything is a game. You can play a game in every relation, every fundamental dynamic is a game. If you play everything like it's a game, then the sweet family male comes automatically.
Yeah, like you
Karim,
always say, yeah. You always say the woman is ready to fall in love with you at any moment. I think that's true. You can
yes,
just
this
you
is
just
one of
have to
my
allow
statements.
that moment. Yeah.
Karim, you're
It's
leaking all of the quotes from my book. What are you doing?
You're a very wise
it's like
You're
man,
already
Jesus
saying,
Calliounes.
says, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's very simple
yeah, the woman,
at
the
all
Correct.
woman,
times.
at any moment, the woman is ready to fall in love with you. This is a statement that I made,
Mm.
and it's true. It's like it's quite incredible. You can get the romantic moment is instantaneous. So if a sweet family male understand how can I initiate the moment, then everything else is superfluous. Then khalas, everything else is superfluous. So okay, now we have gone over women techniques, men techniques, Obama, but Karim,
Yes.
please, my
Holy
friend,
shit, what am I hearing?
I don't know. There's like reverb.
it's Mage, I think. Okay,
So
Oh,
sorry,
I'll bet you
I'm
dollars to donuts Mage is frying something.
no. It's my electric kettle. I'm brewing Vietnamese coffee right now.
Alright, close enough, close enough.
Yeah.
yes.
I'll take the
I
W
just
Look
on
at
that.
I
this.
just I just poured the condensed milk in the cup. My bad, everyone.
Is this, my friends? Is this what White Lotus Court would be? Oh
I
my
like the
God.
adjectives.
Okay.
Vietnamese, condensed. I like this.
Yes. Now, okay. Uh, now, Karim, I think we should speak to Obama. Quite frankly, everybody's been asking, bring him on, speak to
Yeah.
Obama. Please, Karim, can you call Obama? In the meantime, okay, while
Yeah.
you're
Let me
calling
try and call
Obama,
Obama. Let me
I
try and
know
call
D-
that
Obama.
somebody has come,
Doctor and
somebody,
Kareem, I actually I think I have to depart, my friends. I
oh,
apologize.
No, say it ain't so, Mage.
Okay, I can stay a little bit longer. Uh,
Perfect, perfect.
White Lotus Court technique.
that's a
Okay.
horrible noise.
Hello?
He's still not responding. I'm using my other phone. Where's this guy?
Do you have a fucking rotary dial phone? What is that?
Obama, my friend Obama only answers phone from Rotary.
What's going on? What's up, guys? How you doing?
What the hell? Hello,
Okay,
Obama?
it's very simple. You
Okay.
just need to not fall for the trap, you know, woman loves to play arbiter, right?
Yes.
You must wrestle away this position. Don't let her play arbiter. Become the arbiter. Be the sweetheart. Be the arbiter of the game. You know, everything you hear about women is fake. Everything is fake. And Imam Ghazali said, the prayer of a married man equals 70 prayers of a single man. Man wants woman aesthetically. Women want men spiritually.
Sunni Muslim Obama referenced Imam Ghazali.
What an honor.
What just happened, man?
My friend
I
Obama.
don't know if you
Did
still
he hang
here.
up?
He did his monologue.
Obama, come back. Obama, we have questions for you.
Mr. President, please.
Obama.
Does Obama have one of those holes in his throat, like in the cigarette
He's got the
commercials?
tracheotomy.
He's old now. That's why I think, yeah.
He's old
He's
guy.
getting pretty old.
Obama,
Yeah.
come back. Karim, can you call Obama? We just gave him a
I
call.
need to call him again. Okay, let me. Okay, just.
Oh
Okay.
my God, this guy.
Get him one of those voice
Oh.
boxes.
Let me see.
What the hell do you want? I give you all my big eggs.
Hello, Obama. Obama, we have some questions to ask you.
Hello, what's going on?
Mr. President, Mr. President. And before I speak, does anybody have questions for Obama?
What's your question?
Okay, Obama, my friend.
Yes, mister.
How did you seduce all of America, even though you are a secret Sunni Muslim terrorist? How did you seduce all of America?
My friend, being a simp is good. You should be a simp, just not degenerate, you know?
You should be simp. You should be, what do you mean? You should be simp, Obama. What do you mean?
Yes. Simp a little bit, okay?
For the American people? Obama, stop laughing. It's
Of
very
course, for
disturbing.
everyone. I did this with Michelle, and the old days.
But Obama, wait, I have a question. Is Michelle actually a man? Is it true?
I was going to ask the same.
You do not ask this, my friend.
Wait, what about
Don't ask this.
Did Obama really suck that guy's dick?
Obama, did you really have oral sex with that man?
Michelle is calling me. I have to live.
Oh no, Obama, come back. Oh my God.
He left?
Karim, hello. Yes.
Wow.
We didn't even get, my God, Christopher, I really wanted you to speak to Obama. This is a big shame.
Well, I was going to ask Obama about his poem about the aquatic apes.
Aquatic ape theory?
Yes, apes living in a grotto.
I need to look up this poem. I've never seen it.
Yes.
Obama.
Karim, if you can, okay. We're about to, I think we finished the topic of today's discussion, unless anybody wants to add anything. But if nobody wants to add anything to the discussion.
Yeah, Obama's calling us.
The discussion of Obama or of men and women strategies?
Same thing, my friend. Same thing. Obama is the master
My
of
apologies.
all. He's the master of. You know, I have a great book, Say It Like Obama and Win. This is a classical book I have. It's, you know, can I share 1 second? I want to share something unrelated with you guys. Some of the best literary fiction that I read, some of the best sorry, not fiction. Some of the best works of literature I read are not even works of literature, but are stuff like newspaper ads, something in a thesaurus, some random footnote in a history book. For some reason, like, this is why you need to be extremely vigilant to find good work of literature. You can find it anywhere, you know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think everyone should read
like,
the Pillow book.
What's the Pillow?
But the Pillow.
Oh. Okay.
Pillow book is very powerful stuff. It's just a beautiful woman talking about all of the things that she likes and doesn't
Have you
like.
read The Art of Love by Mr. Ovid?
No, I haven't.
Go ahead. It's a great one.
See, I'm not a Paul Scallis guy. I'm not listening to this.
No, it's good because it's Ovid, not
I
because it's
know,
Yeah.
I
Lindy or
know,
whatever.
I know, I
Read it.
know.
Read it. It's a great one.
Listen, what I'm suggesting with the Pillow Book is very different. The Pillow Book is, Japanese aristocratic woman, and she's like,
Yes.
here's a list of elegant things, shaved ice with lilac syrup, a child eating strawberries. She's like, these are beautiful, elegant things, and then the next chapter is just her describing why she thought it was the most hateful thing ever for a man to be like fumbling with his things. It's really beautiful stuff.
My friend
Yes,
Karim,
yes.
if you let White Lotus Court continue, they might take all of our viewers.
Mage,
Oh, let them, let them. Don't
have you
worry.
read Holy the Firm by Annie Dillard?
No, what is that?
Oh, see, this in my mind, this is one of my favorite books. It's an essential text that a man must read if he wants to understand a woman. Uh,
Oh,
Wow.
it's
I'm
very
taking
short. You
notes.
can read it in a few hours. But it's the end of Beau is Afraid, where
the trial?
no, right before that, where he asks us to see his father, and it's just this incomprehensible phallic monster in the
Yeah,
attic.
the penis monster. Yes.
Yeah, this is the feminine equivalent. Reading this book is you'll be faced with something incomprehensible, and I think it's a necessary step to go through if you want to have any chance to understand uh, the depth of the woman.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, they made a TV show about us, Dr. Calliounes. It's called White Lotus, apparently.
What?
Yeah,
Huh?
they made a TV show about us. You should check it out.
What are you talking about? White
You don't
Lotus.
know about this? Yeah, HBO. They made it, yeah. In 2021, they made one about us.
Okay. The- I'm looking at it right now. I don't
Yeah, yeah.
see how
Watch,
this is
watch it,
about.
watch it. You'll see they directly stole everything we're saying, like techniques and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let me see.
You know, I just saw a
Whoa.
tweet. Someone said,
Why?
it's as if I'm in White Lotus. Then someone answered, gave the link to the space. Incredible.
Wait, what? What happened?
Let me send this. Let me send this.
My friends, I'm thawing my salmon and I'm dressing it with a lot of Japanese alcohol and miso right now. We're getting ready to.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I have to interrupt everything. Synapse Alex Barbeau, one of the great students of our time, has said, oh, also I bring orange on, that doctor, what what about the asexual man? This
Hmm.
is interesting. What
The
about the
asexual
asexual?
man, the asexual man should. Okay, I won't be so aggressive. Never mind. Never mind. I won't be so aggressive. I was going to say the asexual man should die, but otherwise, actually, he should probably just be a good uncle and make like cupcakes for his friends that do productive things with their bodies. That's my position.
Okay,
The asexual
okay,
man to the
interesting.
mines,
Karim, what do you have to say to one of your great students about the asexual man?
into the lithium mine.
I think asexual man. What's the difference between asexual man and the people that sneak around? You know, trying to get in the woman circles and then try to gain a
Yes.
master position. Is that what asexual man is? Because that's not, you know.
Let me tell you what I think asexual man is. Let me give you my secret of the asexual. The asexual is hidden. He's not asexual. He's actually what I call hidden sexual. Any moment he can get unlocked,
Yeah, this is what
like
scares
a
me.
like Pokemon character. You put him in fight, he doesn't fight, suddenly he evolves. This will happen. He will go out in society, he will get super close to women. Suddenly he will say, I am changing my identity. I feel heterosexual now.
This is
This is the asexual.
absolutely true. There was someone in my university who was exactly what you just described.
Wow.
Yes, my friend. My friend, Dr. Calliounes, I give very accurate descriptions of things. This is my expertise. But yes, this is the asexual man. But I know that Alex Barboa, my great student, I know that he has been fighting a jihad against asexuals for a long time. So I need to somehow satisfy his question with deeper answer, because I know he's been fighting long jihad against them.
I
Alex,
believe I
where
have a
did you
deeper answer, Dr. Calliounes.
go ahead, my friend?
I think asexuality really is a form of antisocial narcissism. And the
Oh my God.
asexual believes they are an asexual because they're like, well, why haven't I been satisfied yet? Why have I not been enticed? And really, this is just an error.
Wow.
This is just their own error of not being open enough to the world. And this is, they really are just, it's just antisocial narcissism. It's that simple. And these people should not be tolerated socially. We need to get rid of them.
Oh my God.
We should probably kill them.
You
We
know,
should
I
probably kill them.
actually have my own theory. I actually disagree. I think they're too social.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
My
interesting.
goodness.
But antisocial is the same thing as too social at the fundamental level.
Wow.
It's the same fundamental thing.
This is
Because
true.
society, because socializing, when you socialize too much, it's no longer socializing. Now you're just engaging in, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like you're doing factory line socializing. Like you're just going to a factory line, production line of conversation, and every conversation is just like a product on the factory line. So
Yeah.
this is antisocial, but this is over social.
I have
But but
I have a differing take on this. I don't think it'll be popular.
yes, go ahead. Who is speaking? Who is
This
speaking
is
right now?
absent once again. Uh,
Okay, please.
I think that there's a way in how do I put this? There's a way in which it's an error to identify as asexual. That's where you're going wrong. But I think I'll throw them a bone in the way that I think the asexual man, maybe there's a way in which that is actually the truest nature of being a man. Because to be asexual is to be in a state of total constant post nut clarity. I think all men,
Yeah.
the basest state of man is asexual, because after the moment that the orgasm passes, you become asexual in that moment.
No, you
But
do not.
this is
I disagree
I
completely. I
disagree.
disagree completely with this.
Oh, the scholars disagree. The scholars disagree.
But
I
I disagree completely with
let's hear
this.
the. I want to hear the
I
opposition.
think
Scholars, go ahead.
you should be in a perpetual state of arousal. You have it completely twisted.
Oh,
You have it completely twisted. Because the post nut clarity, this is the fall of man. This is just you recognizing the sin of what has happened, and you should not even do that, because everything is beautiful.
okay.
You only experience post nut clarity with a woman you do not love.
yes, exactly. That's absolutely true.
Okay, wait. Now we have heard the rabbi speak. Let the imam speak. Go ahead, imam, please. Imam, go ahead.
Oh,
Vertukabi, please go
you're
ahead.
referring to me. I mean, I
Yeah, because they're Arab.
yes, I agree. I agree with Mage, and I'd like to add also, besides the fact that if you are in love, you don't have post-nut clarity, that the kind of sexual attraction you experience from just base lust is not the same as the kind of sexual attraction you experience from, an actual loving relationship, which doesn't that is not a feeling that just goes away. Also, you
Yes.
could people who are asexual, you could argue biologically there's probably something wrong with them, as you know there's probably some kind of stress or trauma that is messing with their hormones. That's probably the case. It's not just some identity. You know,
But
it's an actual physiological issue.
let me clarify what I mean by
I
post-nut clarity, though, because I don't mean some state of disgust or of I think the way that it's often used. I mean it in you're you're rid of something. There
You
the
mean you're not distracted by like the taint of lust, but actually what you're describing. Listen, we need to go full dialectic on this. Okay, we need to.
because I was gonna say that I don't think that our viewpoints are necessarily contradictory. I think both.
No, I completely understand you now. I completely understand you now, and I think that we're actually in agreement. I just think that I'm describing what you're describing as perpetual arousal, essentially. Like we're just
Yes.
describing the same thing, which is that you should perpetually be like clear pilled in the sense that you're like always flirting with the beautiful woman. You're always in the game. The game doesn't stop
Yes. Yes.
because you're not distracted. You're not doing the idolatry of wanting to nut. Very simply,
I agree. Yes.
it's very simple.
Karim, Karim, where are
Yes.
you, my friend?
Wow, my
I'm
Vietnamese
listening and
coffee
I'm
is.
meditating.
Write this down. Write this down. Coffee with
I'm trying
condensed
to get
milk.
my
Karim,
musicians
Karim,
back. I don't know what's going on.
Karim, fuck the musicians. Write this down. Write this down. Coffee with condensed milk.
Go ahead.
Write this down.
look, Karim, the
Okay.
white
I'm
devil
writing.
has taken over Lotus Court, and they're working together with Palestinian Authority to get rid of our voices again.
You slip for one moment.
But
We
Ali,
fucking we wriggle in there like cockroaches.
Oh my goodness! I
You know, I'm
forgot to
it's
put
switching
like
salt in
gears
my
like
again.
coffee. Everyone, this is a disaster.
Fuck.
it's like the Zen masters they say. It's like the Zen masters say. Every trip there is enlightenment. Every slip there is a chance to lose enlightenment. You slip a little bit, lost enlightenment, finished. Super enlightened guy, he can make one minor mistake, it's done. It's over for him. It's finished. This is what
Is
we're
isn't
experiencing.
isn't like a real enlightenment beyond enlightenment itself?
Oh my goodness.
No, 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 no,
Fake. Fake
no,
conception.
no.
Think about it.
You have
Fake,
to be
fake, CGI,
born.
Absent-minded.
CGI,
Absent-minded.
You can't say
CGI,
non-dual
Yes,
CGI.
mate.
energy.
Absent-minded. I'm just so happy that we're on the same page about this. I thought that we had such a disagreement, but actually, dialectically, we came to understand that we're on the same page. It's really beautiful.
Yes. As I heard your disagreement, I immediately knew that no. We're saying the same thing.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
They're
My
taking over.
friends,
Look at
okay,
this.
I think a Lotus Court student has come on to ask a humble question. Orange, my friend, please, do you have something to say perhaps?
Oh, since the space is about women, me and my friend we've
Yes.
discussed something.
Yes,
You actually took the term, Kareem, for another technique. You know,
Yes.
and I think this is probably the best attitude to take, and I want it to be criticized. Uh, you're already married. You're already in love. You've already found them. You know, it's already
yes,
all already happened. You're just now. You're like watching the
yes,
show. You know, you're watching how it comes to the end. You know, you
yes,
watch a romance, a movie or a show. You already know that they're going to be in a
yes,
relationship and it's all happily ever after at the end. You know, but you still get to enjoy the
yes,
process in which it happens. You know,
yes, yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So I think this is
Yes.
the proper attitude to take. It's all already done. You're just
Yes.
watching it
Yes.
how it happens. You know,
Yes. Give us the name you gave for it. I remember a beautiful name.
retroactive love.
There you go. Beautiful.
retroactive love. Wow,
Wow. See,
wow,
doctor, I think
sublime.
I'm
Wow.
noticing something. I think I'm really like a Jewish person because when
What?
It's
I hear,
over.
listen, I'll explain why. Because when I hear someone, I know that someone is close to me spiritually, I
Mm-hmm.
start loving this person. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But people that I don't know,
Yes.
I hate. This is
Mm-hmm.
my bad side. So I
Mm-hmm.
consider
Oh
many
my
people
God.
outside the fold as goys. So I need to enslave the goys and stuff like that. But people that are close to me, I start loving them. This guy came on, beautiful guy. I know who this guy is. I won't say what he is, but I love the guy,
Yes.
you know? I'm actually a Jewish person.
Yes. My friend. My
But yes,
friend. My friend.
go
My
ahead,
friend,
This is
doctor.
as a
extremely
Jew, I
disturbing.
will say very simply, you are not a Jewish person. I'm sorry. I
Oh my
Yeah, that's
God.
why
He just revealed his
I'm
Jewishness.
a I'm a
No, no, no,
reverse
no.
Jew,
Wait,
which
wait,
is
wait, wait. Wait. White
submitted, you
devil,
know?
white devil. We are the real Jews. We are the real Jews. We are the
I
real
Yeah.
just I
Jews.
just wanted to
It's
start
a
I just
West
wanted to
Jew
start some
faith.
conflict. All right, I just wanted to start some conflict.
Like the Jews always listen.
My
Listen.
goodness,
Uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
this
No, no. I'm just joking. I love Jews. I love the real Jews in Japan,
so
Israel.
true, so true.
Anyways, Japan,
Wait,
real
I
Israel.
just sorry.
But
Never mind, never mind. I got distracted.
Real
yes.
Jews in
But
I got
Morocco.
distracted. There's a
Trust me.
beautiful woman listening. I just
oh my God, this guy. This guy.
It's
Okay,
the
okay.
same
This is
beautiful
the
woman.
fourth
It's the
time he's
same
done
beautiful
this.
woman. I keep
Fourth
seeing
time
her
this
profile
guy.
Look at
picture.
this guy trying to
I keep
this
seeing her
guy's trying
profile
to enslave
picture.
us
It's
now.
it's really, she's a
I'm not
wonderful
gonna
girl.
I am not being enslaved, mage. I protest, I am not being enslaved.
we refuse to be your slaves, white devil.
I am
We
master. I am
refuse.
master.
Yes, this is our
You have to
country.
have
This is our
daily
country.
affirmations.
This is our country. This is our country. We will not be colonized. What was I about to tell Orange? Very interesting point, retroactive love. But you know what's funny, my friend Orange? The same mentality that you take to the romantic relation with a woman, where you say, okay, we are just watching the reality of our beauty continue. You know, this is also the same mentality that one takes with Hitler. I mean, if you like Hitler, if you like Hitler, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no, let me finish, please.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if somebody likes Hitler, somebody after World War II, he likes Hitler, his idea is like, okay, I know that Hitler loses in the end, but still, in a retroactive way, I will be there saying he will hopefully win. This is like the traditional Nazi take,
Yeah.
you know, that we are imagining Hitler winning World War II until he loses. So
This is like the
it's
people
like,
cheering on the Confederates while
But
watching historical documentaries.
me and my friend. This
yes,
is a different friend. This is not the one I discussed with it about this retroactive love. We do like him, not in like a perverse
yes,
Nazi manner, but in the fact that we just see him as an
yes,
artist. I mean, he did nothing.
yes.
He did not. He just made art and then he died.
Who are you talking
Hitler.
about? Hitler?
Hitler. Nothing
Oh, okay,
happens.
okay.
Yeah,
You
that's why you
like,
have to say sweet kid. You have
Yeah.
to say he was just a sweet guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's H.P. Lovecraft's opinion, so I agree with
Yeah,
H.P.
yeah.
But on the basic level, this is, but you know, this is interesting to me. All of these end view perspective on romance, desire, like, whatever,
Obama, Hitler.
retroactive relation, Obama, Hitler, all of this stuff on an intrinsic level is related to the imagination or the fantasy of the political cultural
Mm-hmm.
sphere in such a way it's kind of perverse. Okay, like your mind itself is really arbitrating between the film that you're watching about romance and the romance you're having in reality, and sometimes it cannot tell the difference, you know. So I just warn you, may I like this retroactive love, it's a beautiful idea, but my God, be careful, okay? Be careful, or else you'll be Nazi. You'll vouch for Hitler. You know, right now there is a big conflict happening in Eastern Europe, and the guy that's waging the conflict is starting to lose his grip over the conflict. But I'm telling you, we will all retroactively worship this guy, which we're already doing. My God. So just be careful with this. I like retroactive love. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, you know, watch out.
Yeah.
You love retroactively, you make the mistake of forgetting. What if there's a breakup?
Hmm.
What if there is a sudden distraction? What if you're watching the movie and suddenly in the movie there's a rip in the DVD
Hmm.
and the movie starts scratching?
Yeah.
So be careful
But
with it. But still, I like this. I like this.
it's not a real tragedy, the breakup, if you just expect it in advance. I mean, like, what's the point if you're expecting it?
No, but here is the big. I'll disagree with you. No,
My
no,
friend, have you ever
my
had
friend. It
your
is
heart broken by a
precisely.
woman, my friend?
I'd rather not speak on my personal life.
It's a simple yes or no question.
This
That's
is.
all right.
Beautiful guy.
He just gave you an answer.
I know. I understood the answer.
Mage. This is our student. Don't discriminate our student,
I'm
please.
not
He's a
discriminating.
great guy.
Wow.
He's a
Mage, are
great
you
guy.
circumcised?
I am circumcised.
Oh my God! What the hell?
I am circumcised, and so is my heart, as Paul says in Romans. It's very simple. The circumcision of the heart is
Yes,
much more
yes.
important than the circumcision of the foreskin.
Okay, I didn't ask you to explain, bro.
Oh, wait. What? His explanation is profound. Why are you?
Too much explaining. It's a yes or
Oh
no.
my God!
Please.
Oh my God! The teacher attacks the rabbi, so the imam protects him. Very interesting.
Are you circumcised, Karim?
When did this space
Leave
become?
that to my lawyer.
How did we go from talking about women to talk about penises?
No, nobody's talking.
It's
It's a
Mage.
skip, hop, and a jump away.
I blame Mage.
You
I'm
know,
joking.
Karim, what I figured out about Mage, why Mage so effective? Because you know what Mage does?
Yeah.
He reverse engineer women technique. He take the woman technique and reverse engineer it. Vulgarity, he reverse engineer the vulgarity, because the
Yeah. This
woman's
is why I
vulgarity
use it
is like
against him.
sad.
This is why I asked him this.
Yes. But Mage, he reverse engineer because, for example, the woman's vulgarity is open. Mage's vulgarity is like, can we stop talking about this vulgar thing? So he's a reverse engineer, and he does this with everything. My God, this is why he's effective against women.
What?
This is like he reverse engineer everything the women do. Wow, very advanced guy.
My goodness.
Everybody write this down.
Everybody write this down.
I like this. I like this thing this guy does. My goodness, it's good. I'm going to steal it.
I get flustered. I get flustered. By the way, new Vietnamese coffee technology. I've started blending the beans that I use. I've started making my own proprietary blend of coffee for my coffee at home. We're advancing the technology, everyone.
White Lotus Court is taking W after W.
White Lotus Court takes W after W. It's true.
By the way, we also have a guy called Irigi. I think he wanted to speak.
Honestly, where I'm at is I really want to speak to Ava. That's what I want to do.
Aren't you glad you stayed?
Please for Mage to get woman.
I'm glad I stayed. Yes.
You can't leave me alone with these strangers. I'd be a babe in the woods.
I know. I didn't want to leave you alone. I didn't listen when you told me to stay. I knew. I understood. I wanted to make sure. I needed to make sure the White Lotus Court, kept its power centralized. My salmon is marinating. Okay, its pink skin will turn brown.
Wait. I was gone for 3 seconds. What did the white colonizers do now?
Absent told Mage, please don't leave. I don't want to stay with these strangers. They're gonna kidnap me.
My friend, look at this perpetuated racism against Arabs stereotype. Perpetuated. My God.
Karim, what do you think of this tweet that I made? What do you think of this image that I tweet very often?
The what's it called? Is there a name to this image?
It's just my favorite image. It's one of my favorite pictures.
What should I think of?
What do you think of this image?
It's good.
Why?
I like the hair on the guy, the flower hair.
That's not hair. That's like
Which
What is
that's
guy?
that?
like that's like aura.
What are you talking about?
This is his Super Saiyan power up from.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
see.
he achieves instant enlightenment on seeing the face of God. I don't understand what is confusing about this image.
He's seen the Vesica Piscis. We've talked about this.
Yes. Oh my God. That's so true. That's one of your best
Okay, wait,
posts.
wait.
I need to find it again.
Mage, my
It's
friend,
it's
what
one
are
of the
you talking
only
about?
truly novel and interesting things I think I've ever managed to say.
Dude,
Look at
it's
the
such a good
image. Look,
post. It's so good.
Oh my
Wow.
God, White Lotus Court is bringing a lot of vulgarity into this
This is
space.
can
not
you see the
vulgarity.
image,
Very
doctor?
clean
We're
space.
talking about real art history. We're talking about real enlightenment.
Big,
Oh,
big
yeah, I
rabbinical,
can pull it up. I
big
can pull it up.
rabbinical attacks. Big
Yeah, you know what
rabbinical
to search.
attacks
I
against
don't.
the Lotus Court.
See, I like.
Big rabbinical attacks.
Listen, the thing is whenever you see any woman, you're hanging out with female friends, you need to pull up with like gifts. It's that's what you need to be doing. I hang out with my female friends in LA. I like to bring little snacks. I like to bring, you know, I like to bring a book, these types of things. But honestly, I'm embarrassed. Last time I brought like some oranges. That's really not that much. And then my friend, she gave me these matcha senbei crackers. And they're so cute. And now I just have these matcha senbei crackers for my guests. And she gave me Korean barley tea for my skin. Wow.
That's a good get.
It is, honestly. She said it's legit from like the real like Korean grandmas. And I was like, wow, we're getting Chinese wisdom here. She's Chinese, not Korean, by the way, but the barley tea is Korean. I want to clarify that I'm not mixing up the races. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's all very strategical.
You're a pro.
Mm-hmm. On eye shape alone, I can differentiate them. Uh,
There was something I was gonna say when I entered the space, and I've forgotten it now.
oh no.
Wow.
I think that if you want to understand women, you should watch Beau is Afraid.
Really?
Oh, that's a good take. Yeah. I mean, really, if you want to understand anything, you have to pass through the gate of Beau's Afraid.
That is true. That is true. I need to rewatch it, honestly.
Oh man, I just did a few weeks ago. Oof.
I really like Midsummer, and I think Midsummer is a very, very like misunderstood movie.
I need to give it another shot. I was not crazy about it.
I think it's like very straightforward. I don't think it like necessitates a second watch. But like I think it's like very good on the thing that it's like trying to communicate. And like
I think
the
too.
cuz like I think it's the perfect like cuz it really like they really do worship like the retarded child. And that's like the image of like worshiping nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like and I just so much of that I think is like very dialectically like interesting as far as like talking about like nature and like the way that like Blake talks about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really good stuff. And then they go into the big Urizen temple at the end of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like when
Oh,
the guy they kill a guy for peeing on a dead tree. I mean, truly, this is what environmentalism brings you. The 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 guy who just gets stuffed full of straw for peeing on a dead tree. It's incredible.
oh my God, Dr. Calliounes has left us.
He might have to go. He might have to go. It is Ramadan.
That's true. That's true.
Look at what we've done.
Let's see. I think you'll have a final message of goodbye.
I back to the women are the true dialecticians. I spoke with a woman on Twitter today, and she was doing this thing. She tweeted, should I make an enemy out of someone in person? And she did a poll, and it was yes or no. Should I make an enemy out of this person? I said no. And she was like, why did the single person who voted no, why did they vote no? And I said, my friend, because I believe there's like a transcendental value to friendship. These are good things. You should try.
Karim, someone is calling me. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. What is going on? Who's this?
Karim, did you let a bunch of Jews come on?
I'm sorry. What? Who are you again? I'm sorry.
He's Stalin Groiper.
What do you mean? Who am I? I'm Stalin Groiper.
Oh my god.
What type of a question is that?
Maze, do you see how frequently I'm mistaken for a Jew now?
Yeah, I do.
It's constant.
Hey, don't you remember who I am, Karim?
This sounds like Hole with a voice changer, bro.
You don't. Hey, who said
Your
that?
voice is muffled. What is going on? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
It sounds like Hole with a voice changer, bro.
No, this is not. I don't know who Hole is with a voice changer. I don't know who
This is Dr. Calliounes with a voice changer.
This is not. No.
It says right there that this is
Stalin Groiper.
This is Stalin Groiper.
Stalin Groiper. Stalin was the real anti-Semite.
You sound like a reptilian Ethiopian right now making accusations. Don't make these accusations.
I'm Ethiopian?
Reptilian Tigrayan reptilian. You're a Tigrayan reptilian right now attacking the sanctity of Addis Ababa. Please, stop disrespecting the real white race. Stop disrespecting them. Please go back to your reptilian subterranean crawling containment zone. We need to speak about real stuff. Please, Karim, first of all, remove the Jews. We have to have a real discussion right now.
Listen, I'm sorry, man. You're not supposed to be here. I don't know why you're here.
Why am I not supposed to be here? We're supposed to talk today. You told me
listen,
this discussion today to have.
These are the moments when I'm vulnerable, okay? So when I'm vulnerable, I talk with Jews. I told you.
Stalin Groiper, what do you think of Robert Browning's poetry? Dr. Calliounes. Only Dr. Calliounes could answer this.
Robert Browning was a real Aryan, a real genuine Aryan. Great poetry for the Aryan race. I like.
Yeah, this is fucking Dr. Calliounes, bro. This is Dr.
Robert Browning is great Aryan.
Dr. Calliounes just left. Dr. Calliounes just left. I don't know who Dr. Calliounes is.
If you click the profile, there's a whole different handle, different profile picture. This can't be him.
That is true. That's what makes it unlikely.
Thank you. You're not Jewish anymore.
Oh, thank you.
I've removed your Jew. Yes. Because Jew is a fake race. It's just inherited. They just give it to anybody they want. These people. They just give it to anybody.
You gave it to me just 60 seconds ago. I've seen it firsthand.
Well, I didn't. I took it away now, so you should be grateful you're not a Jew anymore. But anyways, Karim, we had a serious discussion today. We had to talk about how to save the Arabs. We had to talk about how to save the Arabs.
Yeah.
And you're talking about women. You're talking about women.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Listen, this is embarrassing. I know we have serious political discussions, but not right now.
We had to have a serious discussion. My God, Karim, you're missing out all the Hamas meetings these days. You're not coming to the Hamas Hezbollah meetings. You're just talking to women on the internet now all the time. What the hell is wrong with you?
Listen, I think I've been influenced by maybe some group. Some groups have influenced me.
Stalin Groiper, Barack Obama called in earlier. You should have seen that.
You know what I want to say to Barack Obama? I have just one thing to say to him.
Yeah.
Niggers must die.
Don't say it.
Oh my God.
What?
Wow.
That's not very neighborly.
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
I did not expect Dr. Calliounes to use that word.
It's not Dr. Calliounes.
No,
this is not Dr. Calliounes, bro.
This is Stalin Groiper. But that wasn't very neighborly,
Dr. Calliounes.
I'm not Dr. Calliounes.
Listen.
Okay, I actually don't know who this is.
Okay, so if Stalin Groiper could stop with the vulgarity, I think we could come to some sort of nice agreement. Portocali, do you think you could draw him a Stalin Groiper?
I could actually draw him a Stalin Groiper.
Do you know who Stalin was? Do you know about Stalin?
Yes, I know who Stalin is.
No, do you know the real history of Stalin?
Wait,
not the fake history the Jews
No,
told you?
I do. I don't know the history of Stalin,
I have a
the real or
question.
the
No, do you
fake
know
one.
the real? You know who
Stalin
the
Groiper,
real
what's
Stalin was? The
what's
real.
that blue thing in his hand?
That is a Rasengan technique from the great alien show Naruto.
Wow.
Why are you laughing? This is not funny.
Powerful.
Naruto is Faustian. Listen to me. I was trying to make a point. Karim, why are you speaking about women to these people? I hate to call them.
My people
What do you
need
mean
to
these
get married,
people,
okay?
buddy?
Sorry?
Listen, my people need to get married, okay? We have a problem with marriage. I'm doing tactical strategy. I'm dealing with private equity right now, so we'll get him off. Don't worry.
Yeah. My God, Ezra found the Groiper. Wait a second. Another Groiper is here with me. This is good.
Hey,
Mr. Ezra
what's up, bro?
found Groiper. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well.
Oh, I mean, how are you, friend? How are you? Sorry.
Doing real well, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm looking up the
Ezra
Owl
found
of Tartary right now. I'm thinking about it.
Yes. Oh, my friend, that was it. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, friend, that was not me. I don't even know what Tartaria is. I just know about the Soviet Union. I know that Brezhnev, you know what Brezhnev said? He said to Margaret Thatcher, he said, the only thing I'm concerned with is whether or not we can save the white race or not. This is all he was concerned with, Brezhnev. So this is what I believe. This is what Soviet Union was about. I recommend everybody go and watch the YouTube channel Red Socialism, Socialism for Idom. Red Judaism. Okay, where he talks about the greatness of Stalin. Everybody go watch that today, and you'll realize Stalin was actually he was a real Jew. He was killing the fake Jews, and
Wait, Stalin was a Jew?
I can't. The real Jew. Don't you know the real Jew?
Wait, who are the real Jews?
Oh my God, Karim, you've been missing all the meetings.
No, wait, because my theory is that they're the Japanese, but I don't.
You've been missing all the meetings. You've forgotten all the secrets. The real Jews. My friend Arzeret. The real Jews ran away to Arzeret. Then the only remaining were the tribes of Judah, the tribes of Benjamin, or the two tribes of subhuman. The subhuman tribes were left. And then the real.
That's why you hate blacks? The subhumans are blacks?
Well, the blacks are the tribe of Judah, but they're the reptilian goat tribe of Judah, meaning that the goat people mixed with the tribe of Judah, and then Asians are the reptilians mixed with the mole people, and they come from Iran originally. They come from Iran, and they need to go back. They need to be conquered by Iran, and I have a full ratio. Karim, you forgot everything.
I remember the series. No, I remember some of them. What about you told me about the Ethiopians, something like you hate Ethiopians. What is this about Ethiopians?
No, I love Ethiopians. Love Ethiopians.
But they're black. But wait, Ethiopians are black.
They're black. No, you don't understand. They're white with black skin. They're hiding. They're secret white.
What?
They're just undercover.
Groiper 2008 asking for join. Who is this? Barack Obama Groiper?
Come on, Barack Obama Groiper.
I don't know who this is. Is this one of your friends? You guys want to attack my court? What is this?
The Groiper invasion. The Groiper invasion has happened.
Okay, Barack Obama Groiper is not. He's still. What is that band?
The Empire of Tartary and Magog and Agog are invading.
Yeah, this guy has a Tartarian banner.
Yep, yes.
Gog and Magog.
Barack Obama Groiper.
Zog and Magog.
Wait, does Barack Obama Groiper have a Tartarian flag?
No, he has like a special. What the hell is this, man?
I am Barack Obama Groiper.
Okay.
Barack Obama Groiper. Oh my God! Wait, I recognize you.
So guys, you're not supposed to be here, man. It's supposed. Listen, this is like a sweet space, no politics.
Women's space.
Why are you here?
Speak about women. You want
You
to
always
speak
come with your
about
friends to
girls?
ruin everything. I don't get it. Like, what's the point of this?
I always come with
Yeah,
them.
just be
My
chill
friend,
for once,
you're
man.
speaking about distractful things like talking about women or some nonsense.
All the girlfriends.
Oh my god.
Why is every girlfriend has a weird voice? Like, what is going on? What's with the girlfriends?
Barack Obama.
This is actually what happens when we turn the voice changer off.
This is your real voice?
This is a real voice.
Okay.
Yes. Listen, every girlfriend has an incredibly strange voice. We have to use voice changer all day. We have to.
Hello?
Hello, Barack.
Hello? I am Barack.
Okay, what's going on? What do you want to tell us?
Help me.
Help you? What?
I can't believe we
Can
have
you
the
speak
former
again?
president and the current vice president in space right now.
Barack Obama Groiper left. Anyway, Stalin Groiper, man.
No.
Listen. If you want me to go to a political meeting right now, I have to end this one. So.
Yeah, end this bullshit. I'm
Okay.
not talking about women.
Listen,
You're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about
I just get distracted.
men. You're talking
Okay.
about sex. My friend, this is lesser nature. This is subhuman discussion.
We'll talk about Stalin. Well, listen, we'll talk about Stalin Groiper. I'll leave women for goys, okay?
You leave women for the goyim? Oh my god.
What? This is what you want, no?
No, you know the goyim, let me tell you a secret the goyim don't know. They've always been the real Jews all along. And the fake Jews are the real Jews are the fake Jews are the real Jews, everybody's confused. And so this is the big conflict. The goyim are the Jews are the goyim.
Okay, but listen,
Did you understand
Stalin Groiper, you have to
understand?
understand. I need to enslave the goys. This is what I'm doing, okay? I'm enslaving the goys. You understand?
My friend, how will you enslave the goys? You are Moroccan.
What? Say again?
My friend, you are Algerian. How will you free the goys?
No,
enslave the goys?
I'm Algerian. I'm Atlantean. What do you mean? I'm from the Mediterranean.
No, you're from you're from gentrified Mediterranean. You're from the hood of the Mediterranean hood. You're from the part of the Mediterranean which is like, I don't want to say anything
real
more.
Rome, man.
You don't attend the Hamas meetings. I'm disgusted.
Okay, you want to talk about Hamas meetings, but you don't have children, okay? You can't have children. You can't even.
No.
How are you going to have kids? How are you going to propagate your thinking?
My friend, I'll propagate it through the internet. I'll defeat all of you. I'll vindicate Stalin, the righteous sovereign, the righteous, the great Gentile Stalin, and I will come back with a greater army. Goodbye.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry.
Hello, is my mic working?
Yeah, it is. This is we can't even know what bro. We can't even.
You're coming through perfectly, Mage.
I'm only hearing like a babble. Oh, let me see. Okay, we're getting guitar played by Mage. We're getting good. Okay, everyone wants to make sounds. Calliounes is back. Alhamdulillah. Now we have order in the space, you see?
I wish they come out as gay right now.
Okay. We're gonna do
Oh my god, what? I mean,
sorry. I did a little maneuver. I muted people, so Okay.
No, don't mute Ezra Pound Gross.
No, he's doing like the weird voice. What is this? I can't, listen, I think some political guys.
No, don't mute Ezra Pound. Never mute Ezra Pound Groit. Never mute Ezra Pound Groit.
Exception. We both have people we put exceptions. Mine is not here right now. He's looking Egyptian. Anyways. I'm gonna mute.
Yes. Never mute Ezra Pound Groiper. Okay. This guy always has something valuable to say. Okay. He was searching up all of Tartary.
Major's playing piano. I can't. We can't even.
Order has to be restored.
Hello.
Has to be restored.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Ezra Pound Groiper. How are you, my friend? I'm
D-
sorry that crazy guy Stalin Groiper he came. He was
It's all
talking.
good.
How are you?
I'm doing well, bro.
I think
You
it's a
stopped
bunch
the
of
hour. You started.
political people. You know, they came and I'm sorry for that. They're just people I know from my background. You know.
Yeah, I know. Mate, please.
Yeah,
Restore
who's that
order. You know.
Stalin Groiper guy? He was. I don't know how I feel about that guy.
This Stalin Groiper, he's this crazy, funny guy. You know, he basically thinks. Let me explain a little bit. He basically thinks that Ethiopians are the real white people, but they're using black skin to hide. And they have to do it because they're in like a 2,000-year blood war with the Jews or something. I don't know. It's very complicated. He
Hmm.
wrote a full novel about it as well. It's a full novel book that he wrote. It's called Starstruck 2033, and
Wow.
it's really complicated. It's really called
I trust him.
you trust who do you wait? You trust Stalin Groiper?
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy.
He's a sweet guy. He's a nice guy. He just wants to liberate
Yeah, I don't know. He
Palestine.
was calling me for
That's all his
Hamas
desire.
meetings, bro. Like I don't know. He's saying I'm
I
next
mean, I
Hamas.
mean, Karim, I mean, Karim, let's be honest. You know, ever since you stopped attending the Hamas meetings, you've become very pessimistic guy. So maybe you have to.
I've
Oh,
become
sorry,
soft.
I didn't know that.
Listen. I've become soft. Okay. This is what's happening.
Yes,
I
yes.
heard in the
No,
underground
I'm
I
very
was
sorry.
called like in the early days in the underground I was called Karim the rapist, but now just call me Karim, nice guy, I guess. You know?
I think Karim has mellowed out
No,
since
no,
the first time I've
uh,
seen him on Twitter. This is
I'm
a good
Karim the
thing.
rapist.
No,
That's why.
Karim is not mellowed. Karim is not mellowed out. He's just become more Jewish. He hides his hatred, and he
That's why I said
concentrates
I'm a
it.
Jewish
It's
guy.
not.
That's why I listen. That's why I said I'm a Jewish guy. You need to enslave people. This is my actual position.
Yes, I feel really bad. You know, like they're here, all these infrared people. They're saying N-word, we're saying bad words, vulgarity to these nice guys. Big apology to all my students. My God, I'm sorry. I'm big apology. Vedic, Mongol, very good name. Let me see. CEO lifestyle. Big apology to you.
Wow, you
Let me
mixed the
see.
students with the logo leftists. Now everyone is mixed. We can't even tell which from which. This
Yeah,
is
I can't.
incredible.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know who is who. Logo. My God, maybe we should call this space Logo Leftist Invasion. Very big invasion force. I like these. I like these guys. I like these guys. I like all of
Yeah,
them.
not
They
bad, not
spoke to
bad. You know,
Obama.
but like I said, like
They
one
spoke to
probably
Obama.
wins.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong about that.
Oh yeah.
I think Absent. He's a smart guy. I think Absent. I wait. His name is Absent Minded, right? Your
Yeah,
name
yeah.
Absent Minded.
You can call me either.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, I think this guy he knows about women. He understands women age. These guys they understand women, you know. But we've basically exhausted everything we can say about the subject. Now we can just repeat it, keep going, talk about the same stuff. You know, if you
Yeah,
want,
we
you
gave
can
a full
repeat the
course. I
basic
think if you
principles.
listen to this one closely, I think you're set for life, you know?
I think, Karim, what we'll have to do, because there is a lot of interruptions, there was Stalin Groiper, I think we'll need to clip it and make it into a little instructional guide, you know,
That's
maybe
smart.
something like a 30-minute, yeah,
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
smart.
But I mean, we can go over the basic tenets of what we've said, you know, like, let's see.
I would recommend a
No,
transcription. I think you could
No,
get that
let's
on
end it.
like
Let's end it here.
airport bookshelves.
yes,
I'm thinking of
yes,
ending it here. Like it would be good.
I
Good
mean, so
ending.
many people have come. We have to ask them
Yeah, that's
questions.
where
These
you
are
have to
Lotus
end it.
Court
If you
words.
learn anything about male techniques, is you have to know when to leave, you know? That's one of the male techniques.
Yes. But before, I
So
mean, we have to clean the house here. We have to clean the house.
clean the house?
Anybody
What do
have
you mean?
something to say? My friend, it's Lotus Court. It works like a court. If somebody comes on, they're giving a
That's
challenge or
true.
they're
That's true.
asking a question. So we need to accept their challenge. Anybody have a
Bismillah.
challenge to issue, please? Bismillah.
I'm gonna mute. I think I need to pinpoint
Somebody,
students. That's the best.
somebody raise a question or challenge. We would appreciate if you raise
I'll
the
pinpoint
question or
like
challenge.
Oh, let me see. Motor City, MAGA Maoism, great guy. Orange came on. CEO Lifestyle, great guy. I love all these guys. Benoist,
great
I don't know.
stream.
Do I know this guy? Okay, interesting. Among Us, okay. Nice guy. You know, next time I'll pinpoint one, I'll force him to come on. So we can like
Yes.
I call this technique extract and inject. You extract him,
Yes.
you know, you reformulate his brain and then you inject him. That's how you do it.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, so let's end the space. This has been
No,
great.
no.
What? What do you mean?
Ezra Pound Groiper left. Karim, what did you do?
Yeah,
You offended Ezra Pound.
I'm ending the space. I'm ending
You
the space.
offended
My
Ezra
friend, you
Pound.
can't keep saying
No.
I'm ending the space. You just need to end the
I
space.
want to have a listen. I
No,
want to have a
no.
statement by doctor because I
The
can't.
final lesson.
This is like a duo. I can't just do it. Okay. So doctor, you're okay with this?
No, wait. Let's recount everything we learned today. Okay.
Okay, you want to recount?
Quick recounting.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
This
Number
this
one.
number one. No, I'll give. You know what? I'll give the real reason for the space. Real reason for space.
Yes.
I need all my students to have many children. I need all my students to be very subtle. I need all my students to conquer everyone. I want to enslave a lot of people, and you need to marry a woman to be a good enslaver, an aristocrat. That's basically the purpose of space. That's a great conclusion.
Now the basic tenets. Let's go over them.
Everyone heard. Everyone heard.
Please.
My friend,
Allow
I'm
this
not gonna
old
repeat
teacher,
this.
please.
You're getting me off edge, you know? You're getting me off edge.
Please allow this old teacher his peace.
Okay. Just for you, I'll repeat the tenets, okay?
No, I
will. Go ahead. You'll do it for me?
I will do it, okay.
Alhamdulillah, bro.
Always, alhamdulillah. Number one, always side with women. Come on, don't be gay. Come on.
Yeah.
Always side with women. Number one. Number two, always play games. They like to play games. Number two. Number three, every universal moral question is actually a question about themselves or you. They're just speaking in a strange way. Don't get tricked. Don't actually give your opinion on what you think about the CEO shooting. It doesn't matter. That's not really the substance of what they're asking. Don't get offended if they say man or bear. It's just a game. They're just playing with you. Play a game, okay? Don't take a negative as view towards women. Don't be Mr. Whipped who think it's Kamala Harris. And don't
say
be
something about sweet family male.
Yes, be a sweet family male who he want to be with one woman. He want to be romantic. Have retroactive love for people. Have retroactive love. Be ready to love. Experience everything.
Forget, cough, leave, misunderstand.
Yes, forget, cough, leave, misunderstand. Don't be a slave. And study Barack Obama is really good. But just Barack Obama is very good. That's the last one. I don't know.
Okay, that's great. I have one line I'll say before I'll end the space. Imagine finding something so disgusting that you have to become a liberal to stop it. You say, abolish this. This is against human rights, guys. Okay. Anyways, see you guys.